All right, what up, YouTube? I know y'all seen that damn new intro.
Yo,
Y'all,
that Lakers joint is cheeks, bro. You got having
That
B
li-
postering dudes on there, bro.
but yeah, what is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Big Play Slay here, coming back with another live stream, hooking y'all up with a roundtable. I think Dante gonna join a little bit later, but the guys that we got in here, let me show the display name right quick. We got MG, y'all already know MG, and then we got my boy One Tre Rock.
Yes,
How y'all
sir.
doing, my guys? How y'all doing?
Chilling, man. It's a great night to talk some football. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Mhm.
sir. Yes, sir, man. Can't wait to talk about the birds, man. And let's get into it.
Let's just talk to some people in the chat. AB, what up? Aiden, what up? Big Fridge, Rob Parson, what up, y'all? Hopefully, y'all doing a good. We got a lot of NBA tonight. Actually, I just see most of that. But yeah, let's jump into some of these questions right quick. We got some football this week. We got two games. Two of these games are gonna decide who's gonna go to the Super Bowl. First question is, who do y'all see winning the NFC Championship game and the AFC Championship game this week? MG.
Let's I mean, look, bro. The Chiefs, I mean, they had a crazy game. Can they repeat that type of performance offensively? I think they will, and I'm gonna take the Chiefs winning over Cincy. I think they got more experience. They got both teams talented. Both teams got good quarterbacks. I give the running back advantage to the Bengals, but other than that, man, I just think the Chiefs got more experience, the better coaching, and I think experience and coaching matters in the playoffs, man. When the game get close, you need to call a good play. You need to draw up something. You need to make an adjustment. I trust Andy Reid in the NFC Championship. I'm gonna go with LA, man. The Niners had a good run. They had a good run, but I just think, man, the way that Stafford is playing right now made a clutch pass to Cooper Cup to end it in Tampa, bro. I just think as long as they don't turn over the ball, they don't create fumbles, they can win this game, and that's who I got winning. The Niners and the Rams and the Chiefs gonna play in the Super Bowl this year.
What about you, Rock?
I ain't even gonna lie. I want Cincinnati to win. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm a I'm a big fan of Joe Burrow, man. Joe Burrow, bro. It's just like his aura. He's one of those dudes you can tell he one of the guys, and they
Hmm.
depend on him. They lock in on him. I mean, they trust him. I mean, this only his second year in the NFL, bro. So it's like we seen it with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes came in, took the league by storm. I think Joe Burrow the one that's next up. And if you could he could put this team away right here, it's gonna be stamped, bro. It's gonna be stamped. They winning the Super Bowl. So as far as the Chiefs, man, they just dynamic. It's like them dudes is they're different. They're a different breed, man. Like going down there and getting that field goal in 13 seconds, bro. That's oh my god. That was one of the greatest playoff games I ever seen in my
Oh
life.
yeah.
I'm not even
Oh
gonna lie.
yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. Josh Allen went off, but at the end of the day, I feel like the better team won. So I mean, this one I think is gonna be fireworks as well, man. But I got Cincinnati pulling this one out, mm, 27-31 ish.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Um,
Yeah,
and,
for
and when it comes to the NFC, that's the only thing that scares me about the Rams because they have a complete team. But it's like y'all quarterback, he a mystery, man. We seen Matthew Stafford play great, and we seen him play horrible, like horrible interceptions, fumbles, stuff like that. He's a great talent, but I mean, in big games he folds. So, and with Jimmy G, he just steady Eddie. Like I know a lot of people don't like Jimmy G, but he a winner. He a winner.
Yeah.
Look at his playoff records. Look at his NFL records and stuff like that. He probably don't put up the greatest numbers, but dude is a winner. And he has the team around him to take him where they need to go. Debo Samuels is a monster, bro.
Hmm.
Monster, bro. So I think it's gonna be two good games. I got the Rams winning this one though. I'm gonna go 21-27 Rams. Yeah, that's my picks right there.
So you see being Rams Bengals. I like that a lot. Um,
What you
yeah,
I
think?
just
go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. Um, the the Bengals faced the toughest defense they gonna face in these playoffs last week with the Titans defense. They so well coached, they so well put together, man. The Rams defense can't get got because the way they play Ramsey now, they really play him as a safety or like a slot corner or like a linebacker type. So he's not out there on the edges. So
Mm-hmm.
now you got to deal with a Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins. It's gonna be different, man. They gonna have to. He gonna have to be out there on one of them islands, and I feel like the secondary is not that great. So, I feel like Joe Burrow and them got the advantage. The only disadvantage is we seen Joe Burrow get. I'm all over the place. Hold on, my fault.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about the Super Bowl right now, right?
Yeah, we
All
t-
right, all right, all
yeah.
right, all right. So the only thing that scares me about the Bengals is their offensive line. We seen Joe Burrows get sacked 9 times last week. I mean, 9 times they still won the game, but the Rams got that kind of pass rush that can cause havoc. So, I mean, they gonna have to answer to that. They're gonna have to find an answer to that. But at the end of the day, I feel like even these playoffs games in the Super Bowl, they all gonna be shootouts. They all gonna be shootouts. So, I mean, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be some great football played.
Mm-hmm.
hmm For sure, 100%. For me, AFC Championship game, that's that 3 o'clock game. I think it's supposed to be at 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with this Kansas City Chiefs. You know, I'm a big fan of the Cincinnati Bengals and what they're doing this year. I hope they beat the Kansas City Chiefs because I don't want to see them back to back to back every single year in the damn Super Bowl like
Right.
the New England Patriots. I would like to see these new younger teams, like the flashy teams, like these young teams like the Bengals and the Bills. I want to see those teams in the Super Bowl. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs just because of the experience. You know, they got Mahomes. They can get into a shootout with really any team in this league, including the Cincinnati Bengals. You know, the Bengals, their offense is very good. They have, of course, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. They have Joe Mixon in the backfield, one of the most underrated backs in the game. When he's healthy, definitely top 10. I will argue he's top 8, 7, at least. And he's been playing like that this year, too. So give me the Kansas City Chiefs because the experience. NFC side, give me the Rams. I agree with everything MG said. The Rams this year, I think it's their year. I just don't see them losing to the Niners for a seventh time in a row, especially in a playoff game. This is where teams are built in these playoffs, and I think the Rams beat the Niners. The Niners, as you said, they had their little run or whatnot. They beat the Packers in Lambeau Field. They beat Dallas at Dallas Jerry World. But I got the Rams beating them at home, and the Rams hosting the Chiefs at their house in LA. So yeah. Next question. Let me see. Let me pull it up real quick. Um, all right, Eagles. Let's get into this Eagles football. Eagles talk. What was your guys' overall outlook on this 2021 Eagles team and going into next season? What do you think the Eagles need to change to get us at the promised land and to contend for these championships? MG?
Good question. So my overall outlook on the season was I mean, we was overachievers in a sense where a lot of people, who didn't know much about this team, a lot of people outside this fan base, had us finishing third to last in the division. And I mean, even with us making the playoffs before the season, I didn't think we was that bad of a team. And um, we overachieved most people expectations. And we found what we did well and we attacked it. We found that the running game of the Eagles can be dominant with multiple backs, with Sanders, with Howard, with Gainwell, with Scott. Even Jason Huntley in the Cowboys game has some pretty impressive runs as well. So we found that our run game, the rushing part of our offensive line is dominant as well. So we found that we stuck with it, and it took us to the playoffs. We've seen some ups and downs from Hurts. We definitely see some ups and downs. I can't lie about that. We had the first Giant game where Hurts did bad. We had the second Giant game where Hurts looked great. So it's we've seen some ups and downs, but we definitely seen some potential. Devontae Smith, I mean, this dude is a monster, generational talent. He's gonna be here for a while, man. The Eagles need to hold on to him for as long as forever if we can. Like that dude's a monster. And Sanders, when healthy, is a good back. I mean, he shows that he has the big play potential. When he runs behind the blockers, he's good as well. We got other great running backs, Darius Slay in the Pro Bowl again. I kind of expected that lockdown corner, and he can get turnovers as well. But did not allow 100 yards to any receiver in this season. So, one of the only corners to do that. So, I mean, Darius Slay has been a monster. Obviously, I don't want to ignore this. You kind of had a little bit of a regression from Fletcher Cox, but he still demands double teams and still demands that respect that open things up at close to the end of the season for guys like Josh Sweat and guys like Derek Barnett when he's not committing penalties to get pressure. So
Or- Okay.
um overall, if I had to grade this season, I'd give us like a B minus. Um and what needs to change? Jalen Rager should not be on this roster. JJ Arcega Whiteside should not be on this roster. If Gannon leaves, we need to get a better, more consistent D coordinator. Um, and I think that's the biggest changes that needs to happen. And I think we got to go in the draft and we got to replace Brandon Brooks. That just came out today. He retired. So I just think that's the biggest changes that need to happen is replace Brooks. And also, too, I want to get a more consistent linebacker. I like what Davion Taylor showed until he got hurt, but I want a more consistent linebacker that can play great throughout 16 games or 17 games a year. So that's what I think about the question.
What about you?
Yeah, shout out to Brandon Brooks for his retirement, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a big part of us winning our first ever Super Bowl. I mean, we ain't gonna never forget you. But I think it was time for dude to go, man. It's like it's
Thanks.
time. Like too many major injuries. I think the last 4 years he had major injuries. So, it's that time, man. Congratulations, bro. You get to sit back. I mean, rehab your injuries, enjoy life. I mean, but for me, it is this the Philadelphia Eagles this year. It was a roller coaster. It was a roller coaster. It's like, I mean, we was down, we was so down on this team, then we was so up on this team. It's just, I mean, it was a lot of things going on. Um, but I really feel like we need to get a little bit older on offense, a little bit younger on defense. That's what killed us this year. Not having because I feel like TJ Edwards went off this year. TJ Edwards, he had a great.
Yep.
I mean, he looked like a linebacker that could be here for a few years. But
Hmm.
we need to put some more dogs around that too. Our defensive line, we got to get a little bit younger. Hargreaves, I don't know what we're gonna do with Fletch, but I mean Hargreaves, he's a great presence up there. Um, Derek Barnett has to go. Um, Josh Sweat, well, you got to show us a little bit more too, man. I know. I mean, it was a lot of games you got shut down this year. I'm not even gonna lie. There's a
Yep.
lot of games you was a non-factor. So you got to get better with that because we definitely just paid you. So you're gonna
Hmm.
have to get better. Get in the lab. Work on your pass rushes. Um, Nelson probably gonna be gone.
Oh,
We could either draft a cornerback or we could throw a McPherson in there. I feel like a McPherson could hold up. Um, in the safety position, Rodney McLeod getting old. So we're going to have to go out there and get a safety. So I always said this. The Philadelphia Eagles should, our first at least 3 picks should be solid defensive players. You could go into free agency and grab a veteran wide receiver and probably pick up a few in the later rounds or something like that. But I feel like our biggest need is is linebacker and probably corner and safety. That's our 3 biggest needs. You can make up for it in pass rush and stuff like that, but those positions you have to be solid at those positions because there was a lot of times we was getting walked down the field because we couldn't stop nobody. I
hmm.
mean, so I just feel like we need to get a little bit older at our skill positions, and we need to get a little bit younger on defense. I don't feel like we too far away. We gotta bring in some dogs though. We need some dogs, some real football players. So yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Hmm. I completely agree with y'all. You have something to say, MG?
I just think, bro. I mean, Barnett, bro. Like, I like Barnett aggressiveness, but he just too aggressive, bro, and it
Too
causes
aggressive.
penalties, bro.
Yep.
Like, I think,
I
I
completely
think what
agree.
you're talking about, like as far as getting the dogs on the defense, I feel like Barnett is a dog, but it just causes us penalties. and we can't
He
Exactly.
keep
just
having
do
penalties,
he
man.
do
Like,
bonehead stuff, man, at the worst
yeah,
times.
at the worst, and it's at the
Worst
worst
time.
times. Like, I don't mind you putting a little bump on the quarterback here and there, or making a tough tackle. But when it causes us penalties on drives where we really need to stop, that's what be killing us, man. Because he got the mentality where he just want to go out and kill everybody, but you can't do that in this stage of age in the NFL. You got to play smart too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Barnett a dog, and he a dog
and
in my book.
sometimes,
I ain't gonna lie, he a dog. I like
yeah,
Barnett.
I like
It's
his
a,
tough. He got real toughness. He be every time we play Brady, he be jawing it up with Brady and trying to get in his head. Like, I like
Yep.
that, but
he
this
remind me
game,
of a Philly dude. I ain't even gonna lie. He remind me
yeah,
of a
but
Philly dude.
it causes us penalties, and we can't keep that on our team. We can't.
Facts.
Honestly, I think, and this is no disrespect to Derek Barnett.
Hmm.
I don't think he's a starter. I think he's a fringe starter. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like a fringe
Like a
starter. He's
Rotational
rotational
piece.
piece. Yep.
Yeah,
like, exactly. He can be a starter, but he's just like not like a Miles Garrett type of player, like a TJ Watt. Like, it's the difference between a guy like TJ Watt and Derek Barnett. And
even
Derek
like him, like if
Barnett,
Brandon Graham stay healthy, Josh Sweat would have been a full time starter over Barnett. But
yeah,
Yeah.
now they both had to start because Brandon Graham got hurt.
Yep.
So it's
Josh.
like
I
Josh,
mean Barnett probably would have played that Chris Long role
yeah,
when he come
yeah,
in on third down,
third down.
second down and longs and stuff like that. He was gonna
Mhm.
be a rotational piece.
Yeah, but
one
Barnett definitely, like, I feel like if he didn't have as much penalties as he did, I feel like he would be more acceptable. But we just can't have penalties on our team. Then and that's part of early in the year that shot ourselves in the foot. We was the most penalized team through 5 weeks,
It was
and that
just
was a
the
lot of it.
crucial ones, man. We would have excused a lot of them, but it was always at the
Mhm.
wrong time. It could be
And
like
it's
a
happened
third
for
down and
multiple seasons
15 or
now.
something like that. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
Barnett.
yeah, and it happened for multiple seasons now. Like,
Yeah,
it's happened last year, and it's now happening this year where he's getting a lot of penalties, and it's just, man, Barnett. Maybe if we was in the '90s or the '80s football, a lot of stuff would be allowed from Barnett, but
he definitely
it
would fit in in
it,
that era.
it ain't how it is anymore. But yeah, that's my thoughts. So
yeah. Before I go to this or answer this question, what's going on, Coach Dante? I know you just popped in. What up, my guy?
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today, man?
It was good, coach.
Chilling, chilling.
I'd say in
Just
the
picked
house.
up, yeah, picked up on your stream earlier. With my guy Spotlight Eric, y'all was going crazy in there.
Yo,
Hey, yo, my boy. I'm just saying, my boy Embiid is the MVP, dog.
yeah,
Definitely
I ain't gonna
I
MVP.
say it.
said that on the Fadeaway podcast. He's the MVP. I got him winning the MVP right
Yes,
now.
Definitely
sir.
MVP.
That
Yes,
later.
sir.
I got a whole topic on that later too, so we'll
Oh,
save
Mhm.
let's
that.
go.
Um, Coach Dante, we was just about to wrap this question up, but who do you
Okay.
see winning the NFC Championship game and AFC Championship game this week?
The NFC Championship game is it's pretty tough, man. So by Sunday, I told everybody in the network on Sunday I will give them an answer on Sunday because it's hard because for me this Sunday, San Francisco, and I knew it, San Francisco make this game more hard because their defense is just so fucking good, man. That Armstead and Bosa, even the special teams made some big plays, with Green Bay going in the half, the block field goal kick. They were down 10-3. They get the block punt in the end zone. They stop Green Bay again. They kick a field goal. Their defense is going to basically make a difference in this football game. The run game as well. Debo got beat up pretty bad, but he's going to give it a go. Elijah
Mhm.
Mitchell, this is a rookie that been drafted in the 6th round and had 900 yards this year. Very good. And if I'm the San Francisco 49ers, you got to try to establish the run game. We know the defense is going to be pretty good, but hey, keep them in some third and shorts. Simple for Jimmy Garoppolo so he can convert on those third downs. In the Rams, got a high powered offense that was on the verge of blowing out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But then again, they start fumbling the football the game away. Cam Akers fumbles, who before he gets to the end zone, that which is they probably would have scored on that to made it 34-3, and that game would have been, who knows what happened that game. I don't blame actually the defense for that game because we had 4 fumbles. They all started in the Buccaneers territory. The Cam Akers fumble at halftime. that would stop them from scoring. Cooper Kupp opened it up with a fumble that started at the Buccaneers territory. Tom Brady is going to capitalize on that. Then you have a punt, a bad snap. Matthew Stafford was not ready for that. That started in Buccaneer territory right there. Then you come back the very next possession. What happens again? Cam Akers fumbles again in the Buccaneer territory. So again, they were able to survive that. But again, it's tough, man. My mind says the Rams. One side of me says the Ram. One side of me saying, San Francisco because of that tough nose and hearted defense. So my answer, I'm gonna go ahead and say my pick, and then I'm gonna say the same thing on Sunday. I'm just because the Rams have not beaten the 49ers. Until they do, I'm taking the 49ers in this game because they're gonna find a way to grind it out. If they can get this game slowed down, not give up too many big plays on the defensive side of the football and keep everything in front of them, I believe they can win this game. In the AFC side, I got the Kansas City Chiefs. If they get into a shootout, I'm going with Kansas City in the playoffs. I mean, Patrick Mahomes always find a way, and the way that Tyreek Hill, he is so fast, he outruns the whole damn Bills defense, catching just one crossing route. He outruns the whole defense on a crossing route, outruns the whole defense. And again, who knows? You know what was going to happen when Patrick Mahomes got the football first. You go down the field, you score. But Josh Allen, man, you put this guy probably in the top three without Deshaun Watson in there because, again,
Bro, Josh Allen is a dog, bro.
he's a dog, man.
He a
This
dog,
guy
bro.
is a dog, man. This defense messed it up. This defense messed it up for him. And with 13 seconds, we'll say the Chiefs was those 3 timeouts, basically. That's how you clock manage, and that's how you keep your timeouts. 3 timeouts with 13 seconds. Travis Kelce is over the middle. Levi Wallace should have picked him up. You have no receiver right there. Why didn't he pick him up? You had no receiver. You should have just picked him up. And that was probably the difference, man. I'm going with Kansas City.
Bro, on some real, in that game, I probably would have. I wouldn't even kicked it off regular. I would have squib kicked it. Kill some more time. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would have squibbed it and kill some more time. At least give him like 9 seconds.
Or if you're gonna kick it off, don't kick it off in the end zone. Make him return that joint.
Yeah, make him return it. Like that's what I would have did. I don't know. And then I wouldn't have played that soft ass prevent defense.
Yeah, because
they don't got Tyreek Hill, Kelce on the field. They could just dump it off and get a play out of it. That was dumb too. I would have kept my safeties back, but I would have played them corners up.
The problem is you had Levi Wallace by himself with no receiver. So why Levi Wallace lets Kelce go right through his face and he can saw him?
I think Levi Wallace definitely had to be playing a zone right there or had to drop back because Kelce came right up the seam. Just right up the seams. And I'm like, yo, you leaving the best tight end in football up the seams.
Right.
And it don't make sense.
Don't even make sense at all.
Before the play started,
all I'm saying is you don't play that defense unless they don't have timeouts. You can play that defense. But they got timeouts. They have 3 timeouts. Like, bro, it don't make sense. The Bills defensive coordinator folded on them. For real.
Leslie Frazier.
He folded on them.
I don't get it because Kelce wasn't even going to run that route. I don't know if y'all heard, but Mahomes told Kelce to do it because Mahomes read the play. He read the defense and knew that they was going to play a drop back coverage. And that's just crazy because Kelce wasn't even going to run that route right up the seam. He was going to do something else, but I just don't know how you let.
Bro, it remind me of remember that game when we played Pittsburgh, right?
And you're talking about the one in Pittsburgh where Fulgham went off.
Yeah, the one where Fulgham went off, where we had him at like 4th and 13, and Jim Schwartz played like 15 yards back.
Oh yeah,
and Claypool caught that pass on Gary and scored. Yeah. When we remember Carson and Fulgham fought us all the way back in that jump. And then we just gave the game up. I was like, bro, that's bad, coach. That's what get dudes fired. Stuff like that get dudes fired, bro.
Why Jim Schwartz? I still want to know why Jim Schwartz played Nathan Gary on Claypool.
I would have called timeout fast as hell. Like,
if I play Gary, dog, and I'm blocking the biggest receiver, I'll call timeout myself.
Timeout. I'm running down to the ref. Timeout.
I can't believe that dude plays safety in college. Like that, I don't know how he got paid to play safety. Like that dude should not do that.
Y'all know what that reminded me of though? For real. Y'all remember when we played the Titans a couple years ago? Mariota dotted us up on that 4th and 15, and Schwartz played that defense again.
I remember that.
That's what that Kelce play reminded me of.
That was when That was that game-winning touchdown to
Corey Davis.
Devontae Maddox, right? He was on Devontae Maddox, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
That
thought he
was,
was on Mills. I thought he was
I
on Jalen
remember,
Mills.
or Mills, yeah. I remember that season like vividly, like that
Yeah.
30 game we had against, or was it 34?
Didn't we lose to Fitzpatrick in them that
Remember,
year
we
too?
was up like 24-10 at halftime.
Then
They
at
came
half,
back and
yeah.
beat us.
Yeah.
No, it was when we lost to Fitzpatrick and the Dolphins. That was
Oh, that's
2019.
when Deshaun Jackson smoked us first play.
Yeah,
House ball.
That was that 4-game stretch we had where we beat the entire NFC East, and then we got to the playoffs. And then
Yeah.
if we had DK Metcalf on our side, bro, I'm sorry to all Seahawks fans, we're winning that game. We win that game if we have DK on that side.
but
But
remember, even in that Titans game, that was Detroit. Even in that Detroit game,
Oh.
remember when Arcega-Whiteside dropped that wide open touchdown pass, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, we had so many opportunities to be
Y'all,
great,
you
bro.
remember that game Sanders got face mask and they didn't call that?
Yeah.
That blew me, bro.
It's like the NFL hate the Eagles, man. It's crazy.
It's specific teams that the NFL hates. Us, Las Vegas Raiders, they hate that team with the who was another team that they hate? They of course they gonna love Dallas, of course, because
They hate the Bears too. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
hate the Bears, bro.
it's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
But Donte, since you here now, what was your overall outlook on this Eagles team, this 2021 Eagles team from this following season, and what do you think this team should change going into next season?
Well, this season it was a pretty good year. We all expect this team, to kind of be, we all kind of expect this team to be a kind of like this playoff team, but have some improvements on 8 and 9 team, possibly rebuilding a team. But for what we had, I thought we was good, but it's a lot of things that needs work. Jalen Hurts clearly needs work on his field vision, accuracy. I think he's got a strong arm. He just don't have the talent. He doesn't have the arm talent. He has a strong arm. He's just not talented with his arm, man. Well, like I said again, you already know the Eagles fan base. We all arguing and fighting about Jalen Hurts and stuff like that. But me and Tre Roc been on the same thing, man. Like again, he have to make those throws. Even though the play calling was inefficient and all that, you still had guys wide open. Jalen Hurts threw in the double coverage all game long. He could have easily had 5 picks in that game. He have to get better. We know what he can do with his legs. We know. But when it's playoff time, that's going to change. Teams are going to game plan for that, to take the run away, and that's what Tampa Bay did. They took the run away from – once we read that first zone read option and Levante and Devin White busted up, I mean, Nick Sarah already knew. We didn't have the run game. Wasn't going to have the run game on. Jalen Hurts is going to have to win with his arm, and he just couldn't do that. In any game this season, we seen Jalen Hurts without the run game. When we didn't run the ball, we already knew he wasn't beating people with his arm, and he could not do that. So that's the biggest reason why we adjusted and went to the run game, which has started working, which is what got us really to the playoffs. And now all of a sudden he doesn't have the best of the receivers. Well, you got to have a quarterback that can do that, get the ball to the receivers. You got to have a quarterback that can do that. Receivers was wide open the whole game. Jalen Hurts just failed to read them.
Wes Watkins, I gotta say,
Watkins was open on the seam route. He was wide open on the seam route over the middle. Even though Hurts didn't trust his arm, he saw the safety. But if he threw it that early, he would have got him. Wes Watkins was over twice. It was one play. You had Dallas Goedert open on a wide open on a post route. Wide open on a deep post. Now, granted, he threw the ball perfectly to Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert did drop that ball. You got to catch that ball. They helped the quarterback out. Then you miss Devontae Smith. You hit him too late, really. But if he throws it early, he hits him. When he beats him on a double move, Jalen Hurts continues to run. He's tried to set. He throws off his back foot and allows the safety Edwards to come intercept that ball. He has to throw that early. So sometimes he gets in accountability when he don't trust his arm. And to me, you got to get those ball to those receivers. If you're gonna be the guy for this team, like being one Tre Roc, consistent slate, he got to be able to hit these guys wide open. We know what he can do with his leg. We know how valuable he is. But in playoff time, they're gonna make you throw the football. They're gonna stop that run game, and that's exactly what the Bucks did. That's why Lamar Jackson have not won anything, because when it came down to it, what Buffalo did, they stopped them from running. They put they put a quarterback spot on them. The same thing the Bucks did. Number 9 was in the hole the whole time, waiting on him to run. Devin White, every time he dropped back, waited on him to run, and he just could not do that.
You know what's crazy, Coach? I thought I was like high or something. I thought I was seeing stuff because the way people were seeing the game, I wasn't seeing it like how
I was seeing the same thing.
It was like, bro, if you I keep telling dudes this. It don't matter how dominant you is in the run game. If your quarterback can't throw the football, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. Because now all they're gonna do is stack 8-9 minutes. You see how many men was around the line of scrimmage on every play, bro? Jalen Hurts should have been carving them dudes up. If that's a Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, any of them dudes, they carving them dudes up, bro. Because now you got one-on-ones all over the field. They played 10 yards off Devontae Smith the whole game. You ain't throw the ball to him until damn near the fourth quarter. It's like, bro,
and that's the thing too, bro.
It just didn't make sense, and then everybody tried to blame it on Sirianni. Oh, the play calling was bad. No, the play calling was not bad.
This is what me and Rob was talking about the whole week.
Bro, he was calling plays. He was calling plays based off what the defense was putting on the field. It's like, bro, how you gonna run the ball on an 8-9 man box?
You can't do
make
that.
sense.
They was already ready for the run. As soon as Devin White bust up the first play, they was already ready what's to come. Bro. Every time we did the read option, you had Whitehead, you had Devin White, you had Levante David in the backfield every time. And the guys were going one-on-one with our receivers, and they were literally getting wide open. So it wasn't the fact that we have everybody saying the receivers weren't getting open. They were very much open. Jalen Hurts these guys all game long. They were very much open, one-on-one. Jalen Hurts did not just get these guys the football. All of a sudden, we don't have a receiving core. Well, we had the receiving core to get to the playoffs. We had enough, obviously, to get to the playoffs. So that's what I'm saying. I want Jalen Hurts to be the guy. I definitely believe this year he will be the guy, but I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for this guy and say this guy saying now he's not going to have receivers. Now we should have been running the ball when they had a 9-man box the whole game, a 10-man box. Now they were going one-on-one with our receivers. Obviously, we had the good enough receivers to get to the playoffs. We was good enough to get to the playoffs. So why are we making excuses for this guy now? It's just the truth.
I'm just saying, I thought I was high or something.
No, you and I saw the same thing you said. I pointed out the same thing one Tre Roc said. I pointed out the same thing.
I think there's a slight division in the Eagles fan base to where like people who like Hurts or people who was high on Hurts since his college days. I actually was one of them, but people who was high on Hurts like I was, they just seem that they have to defend them. Like, you know how you got your guys you like and you defend them at all costs, even if they playing at a piss poor level, like Carson Wentz. We just had the same shit where people was defending him at a piss poor level. Like, bro, I actually think this year's play calling was beautiful in the Buccaneers game. He was having his best receiver, Devontae Smith, run double moves, getting open. He had Smith running nice routes while they was playing 10 yards off of him. And when I was watching the game, I'm like, damn, Sirianni really ain't getting Smith the ball. But then when I look at it now, I'm like, no, Jalen Hurts wasn't getting Smith the ball. When I'm looking at it, I'm like,
he was panicking, bro. He was panicking.
Quez ain't get the ball. Sirianni, get Quez the ball. Oh wait, no, it was Hurts not giving them the ball. So when I seen the game back, and when I seen what everybody was posting, and Hurts missed this open guy and that open guy, I'm like, damn. Like, this is really true. Like, Hurts really ain't any.
It was wide open people all over the field the whole game. He could have had 5 interceptions easily throwing in double coverage. I counted at least 5 interceptions he could have really had.
He also could have had like 4 touchdown passes.
With all the wide open passes I seen, we could have had 21 points in the first half. Like, I really feel that way. Because the Devontae Smith touchdown, we had the Quest touchdown, and if Goddard don't drop that ball in that one drop, who knows what happened? That's 21 points off the board right there. Like, and we would have been what halftime. The Bucks scored 17. We would have been up 21-17 if we just had good decision making. But look, I wanna make it clear. Like, I love Hurts. I like his leadership. I like his personality, and I like his athletic ability and what he can do with his legs. But at the end of the day, like one Trey said, against like Lamar Jackson. Or one of y'all said Lamar Jackson gets neutralized in the
Lamar,
playoffs because when you got to
yep,
use your arm, you got to use your passing IQ, and you get your legs get limited. It can't happen. And to be truthful, bro, I think Jalen Hurts is gonna look at these things. He's a very self-accountable person. He's a very he criticizes himself when need be. I think he will fix the problems that we've seen from him this season. And I think he gonna be the I think if he fixes these problems, if he just goes through his reads, stay in the pocket when he need to, Hurts gonna be fine. But as of right now, I agree. I can't give him the excuse.
Mm,
I feel like if you're a quarterback in the NFL,
yep,
your legs should be a resort. It shouldn't be your main weapon. It's like, but he's like you said, he's still young.
yep,
He's gonna learn, bro.
Mhm.
I'm not down on Jalen Hurts or nothing.
yeah,
It's just people get like butt hurt when you speak on what you've seen. It's
yep,
like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
speak, I said that Nick
Or if
Sirianni is
you're not
dead, and
being
I'm
the
like, what the
biased, you're not being
bro?
a
They're
biased
not on
fan.
the field. I'll keep
Yeah.
telling you, they not on the field throwing the football, trying
Hmm.
to create plays. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, you gotta call spade a spade. And some dudes are gonna be who they are. You get me?
Hmm.
yeah,
Some dudes gonna be on there. Like, look at Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is gonna be Dak Prescott for the rest of his NFL career. He's not gonna take dollars nowhere, bro. He's not gonna take them nowhere. He It looks good because he got all the stuff around him, but when it comes down to Dak Prescott winning you a football game in a big game, it's never gonna happen. It's
he's
never
a
gonna
stat
happen.
padding. He's a stat padding quarterback who
Facts.
really looks good, and that like I wouldn't say like I have no disrespect towards Zach Prescott. I think he's a
Me neither.
solid
Me
quarterback.
neither. Me
I
neither.
I just don't think when it comes down to a big game, I think he's more sort of, and this is no disrespect to Dak, as I said already. He's more like a Kirk Cousins, good stat pattern in the season, the regular season, and no disrespect to Kirk Cousins as well, but they can't get you over the hump like a guy like Tom Brady or Mahomes,
Peyton
yep,
Manning,
Peyton,
like they
Breeze.
not one of them guys. Like, bro, imagine if Dan Marino had the weapons of the Cowboys, bro. He'd be like a
yep.
10-time Super Bowl champ, bro.
He probably had 10 of them bad boys. I ain't even gonna hold you.
And
He'd be the
it's
Bill
not,
Russell. He'd be the Bill Russell of football, bro.
it's not like we all disrespecting Jalen Hurts. We saying he's not a good quarterback at all,
Hmm.
and we all want Jalen Hurts to succeed. But at the same time, like one Tre Roc said, and I've been saying this all this time when we all going up against each other and
Hmm.
stuff like that. Hey, hey man, you have to get it done when it matters. You have to get it done when it matters the most. And I'm not for to make excuses for him. We're not for to just sit here just because we make the playoffs. Now it's his receivers are not getting open. When we clearly saw they were wide open, really the whole game, just Jalen Hurts wasn't able to get them the ball. Then we couldn't
Hmm.
run a lot more because hey, Tampa Bay already had a game plan that we were not running the football. They were gonna make Jalen Hurts beat him with his arm, and he just could not do that.
Could
We
not.
watch any game this year. What game has Jalen Hurts dominated with his arm? If you took the running
Maybe,
game away, if you just
maybe
took the
the
running game,
Washington game. Maybe the second Washington game, he did good with his arm. I felt like.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
And Kansas City. He
Or
The
did
the
good
Denver,
in
the
Kansas
Kansas
City.
City game,
yep,
he should have had like
the
10
Denver
touchdowns. They kept
Broncos
calling
game.
flags on his
Yeah,
dog.
the Denver Broncos game in that first half, he
Oh
completely
yeah, that
shattered that
too. That
secondary.
game
yeah,
That
too.
wasn't even fair.
But the
Like,
only game where he put up a full 4 quarters, like I said, we got 10 flags, called 10 touchdowns called back. I guess it was the Chiefs game. I was
Mm-hmm.
bro,
actually
we
at that
could have
game
had
too,
5 tutties in that
bro.
game,
Every
bro.
time a flag got called on a
He was
touchdown,
balling in that Chiefs game. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie.
yep,
Other than that,
Jaden,
but the Chiefs defense was like one of the worst in the league. Anybody
Yeah,
couldn't
at that
ball
point,
against
they
that
was
Chiefs
one of the worst in
defense.
the league. Yep.
Like they don't got
Jaden,
no
I got
genius defensive play
KC.
caller.
Yeah, go ahead, MG.
No, I'm just saying, like Hurts. I mean, that Chiefs defense he beat they ain't have no genius play caller or no good D coordinator like Todd Bowles over there in Tampa. So they
But
ain't have no answer.
now teams got the blueprint.
yep,
They got
Yep.
the blueprint to beat how to stop Jalen Hurts. Now
yep,
he got to counter that.
yep.
So we're gonna see how he respond next year. I feel like he'll do
Yeah,
okay. He'll do
I
well.
feel like
I
he'll
think he
do
will
okay.
that
too.
kind
Well,
of that kind of goes to my question right here about the Jalen Hurts thing. But we'll get like a little deeper into that as of
Hmm.
later. But personally, for me, I don't think Hurts has a bad deep ball, and I've continuously seen this from
Mhm.
his college days to now, even at Oklahoma. I don't think he has a bad deep ball. It's the accuracy on his deep ball that is bad. Like it can't get any worse than that. You can have a good deep ball, but if you can't put it right on the spot, then what's the point of throwing it deep downfield if you know you can't hit it? You can't just go overthrow, underthrow, overthrow, underthrow. You have to have a consistency, and that's something that Jalen Hurts doesn't have with his deep ball. So what were you saying, Dante, about that?
Now, I was just saying, man, I just want Jalen Hurts to get better, man, and reading the field and having good field vision, just in case people does decide to take the run game away from him, away from. I mean, he got to be able to be a dominant force with his arm than rather be a dominant force with his leg. I'll take the arm over the leg. Probably the leg. The leg is really secondary to me. The main thing is your arm. They want to your arm. That's the best thing. And in the playoffs, you're not going to be able to run out the pocket all the time and be a one where you run quarterback and just run the ball. You're gonna have some good teams to take the run game away from you. And then now this does put a blueprint on how to stop them, on how to game plan for them. So again, I believe he will get better. But at the same time, when we praise him, when we win games, we're gonna hold him accountable when we does lose game. And that was the game that, like I said, me and Tre Roc, we hold him accountable. He has to be better at doing that. We can't just always say his receivers don't get open. They get open. It's just he doesn't get them the football. They were wide open all game long. So I believe he's going to get better. I want him to get better at beating people with his arm.
It's like it wasn't even fair for like corners like Jamel Dean because it seemed like the whole game Quez Watkins got more
They was wide open the whole game. Everybody was open the whole game.
Yo,
He got
Quest should
more
have had
open
like
than
a
Monty
what?
Smith. That's crazy. Like our number one receiver, Quez Watkins, our third or second receiver got more open than our number one receiver for most of that game.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I
Bro,
don't even feel like
Quest
he
should have had
got
a
more
hundred,
open.
bro.
He just wasn't getting targeted.
Exactly.
Because Devontae was open. He was open too. They playing him
Yep.
10
Everybody
yards.
was pretty much Quez and Devontae was open the whole game, and it wasn't even close. Like in Goddard, when they were open,
Goddard.
they were open. Wasn't no quarterback or safety near them the times that they were open. Wasn't nobody was right down there when the times that they were open.
Yeah, bro. Quest should have had
Completely.
100, bro. He should have had 100 yards, like 8 catches, a tutty. Like Quest was supposed to do damage this game, bro.
Yeah, it's that it was the specific player too. Um, I think Dan Orlovsky went over it. And what up, B Hub? Sorry I haven't got to most of your questions in the chat. Jaden, what up, my guy? Nate, I seen you in here for a couple minutes. But yeah, there was a specific play. Dan Orlovsky went over, and I have to pull it up, but it was man to man. Quez Watkins, Jamel Dean, and you can see Quez Watkins completely destroyed the corner. It's man to man. Jalen Hurts. I guess the injury because he had the walking boot on after the game. It affected most of his throws because in any other of those games he has to hit that. He probably will hit most of those throws if that injury doesn't affect him. But even with the injury, he still wasn't hitting those throws. So it's like I'm still trying to pull this up. I got to go really deep, but y'all keep going on the Jalen Hurts thing.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, man. Hey, I want to see him succeed. I know he succeeded in college. I know he succeeded there, but I mean, this is more faster. This is a professional game, and it's people gonna read you easily. People are gonna adjust to you real easy. They're gonna adjust to your strength. They're gonna adjust to your strength real easy in a pro game. You have veteran guys and veteran coaches that know how to game plan in playoffs. So again, that's another thing he's got to improve on. But again, this will, I think, to me, like Slay, I believe you said this in Bird Game call-in show, and Tre Roc was up there. To me, this year, if he has the same numbers and he doesn't improve this year, you're gonna have to hit that panic button. You're gonna have to
DJ,
hit that panic
by
button
I'm
by
thinking
that moment. And late in the season, if he's still like this, you're gonna have to hit that panic button. Can he really pan out? late in it. It depends on where he's at, though. Depending on where he's at. If it's the same thing and he's average like he was this year, hey, you're gonna have to hit that panic button and start questioning: is this really the guy? If he comes out, if he's struggling again this year, so hey.
All right, I got the play. What is going on, Keisha? My bad. I'm sorry I got too mad late, but let me share my screen right quick. Dan Orlowski. And I'm not saying Dan Orlowski is some type of genius, but he knows what he's doing in terms of like quarterback play because he actually has been there and done that.
Football, bro. You know football.
Look, every quarterback should know football that has played football. And look at what Jalen Hurts says right here. We can just analyze this. So look, Quez Watkins man-to-man on Jamel Dean, right?
Wide open.
Look at this.
Look how much field that is right there, bro. If you just bring it back and just throw that thing, bro, that's touchdown.
All right, Slay, start it off. Go back to 0 seconds and keep it paused. Keep it paused, right? Okay. All right, so look, you got one-on-one with Watkins in the slot. Now, Hurts knows that that's going to be this is the deep post play, right? Now, if you know you got a safety that's probably going to bite down on Goddard because this guy's getting beat off the line. This safety is going to probably drop back covering Smith. You got one-on-one with Quez. He's going to be open right here. Hurts should, before the play, Hurts should already know who he has and what he has. Because quarterbacks, Tom Brady does this a lot, and I'm not saying Hurts is any Brady, but just not even Brady, just any quarterback, right? They look at the play, they read the defense before the ball snaps, and they kind of already know who they want to go to, so they go through their reads. Hurts should have known that Quez was going to probably break open because of the coverage they were playing.
Bro, that's a cover 2 defense, bro.
That's a cover 2.
Yeah. You can see it clear as day right there. We can see
Watkins. Look at this. Watkins, you have this corner on him, right? So you have all this open field all the way over here. This corner, as MT said, or this safety, he's going to bite down, and you have the out route right here with Dallas Goedert. You know Dallas Goedert is going on this out route because you see the safety coming down here. So Quez Watkins, as soon as he goes over the top against this corner, the other safety that's way over there, he's going to come right here because he sees Rager right here on this little slant route. Quez Watkins has all that field, all that green grass.
Like I said, the key of the play is where Goddard is because this safety that's on the right is going to bite down. Quez is going on a post that way, so it's going to leave that side of the field open. So now,
but MG, the key of this play is Jalen Hurts' eyes. Look, if he looks at Dallas Goedert, right? Like the safety gonna bite regardless. But if he looks at Dallas Goedert, that safety coming down faster.
Yeah.
Turn your head back to the middle of the field. Let that thing go.
Hold on.
Like look, he's just holding it right there. It's just all that field right there. Throw it. He don't trust his arm yet. He don't trust his arm.
Right?
He don't trust what he's seeing in front of him yet.
One Trey. This was so bad too because Hurts seeing Quez open. Look right here.
He see him, but he don't trust the throw. That's what it is. He don't trust the throw.
He didn't trust it.
And then you got the spy down here. That's Joe Tryon.
I just said about the spy. Now run it. With a CUC number 9 right there. Look at him. That's what they had on him the whole game. The spy number 9 is the quarterback spy. And look at Quez Watkins. He's been wide open.
He ran out the pocket.
The middle of the field was wide open. But look at
no reason for him to run out the pocket right there.
Just touch your feet.
If you're gonna run it out of the pocket, why don't you take off and run with it? What are you
don't try to throw it off to Rager on a slant route. Come on.
Why are you going to Rager?
Bro, listen. That's I don't care. I don't care what nobody say, bro. You know, Jalen Hurts, a young quarterback. You've seen that same coverage. Pop Warner, high school, college.
Bro. Listen, one Trey. If we can see it as fans, he can see it as the quarterback, bro. If we can see it as soon as the play starts.
Nothing but green right there, bro. That's the crazy
21 games should be enough games for you to evaluate a quarterback, man, and what he is. 21 games. I know it's his first full season, but 21 games, you should be able to know what type of what he is.
Bro, I guarantee you this. Listen, I don't care if it was Wentz rookie year. He making that throw, bro. He throwing that motherfucker.
That ball.
I promise you he is. Wentz, the thing that killed Wentz is he don't have a conscience. Like he just throw it. He don't care.
Yeah, he's slinging it
He
around.
just throw it. He don't care.
Yeah, if it
Sometimes
get picked
it
off, it
kill
get
him,
picked off.
but he not scared to throw the football. It's like,
He
damn.
like Wentz like one of them type of gunslinger game managers. I don't know how to explain
Yes,
it. He
that's why
like
it's
one
got
of
that
those type of
slinger, right?
gunslinger game
Yeah,
managers.
gunslinger.
He's
Game.
definitely a
He,
gunslinger and a game manager.
Yeah, it's hard to like
you
explain.
can't be the same thing, but he's the same thing. He's a
Yeah, like,
gunslinger, but he
and
can
the
game
thing, like I
manage
said,
at the
bro,
same
if
time.
Wentz sees Quez breaking open, and that's the thing. Wentz threw so many picks on the deep ball last year. Wentz at least throws that ball. He
He
gives Quez
throwing
a
it. He
chance.
throwing it. You know for
Yeah.
a fact Wentz throwing it.
Bro,
He's gonna give Quez a chance to get that ball, and that's what I feel
Bro,
like too, bro. Hurts going to his legs a lot. A lot of our receivers did not get a chance to go up and get the ball, man.
Quez, for example, perfect example. Quez. If Quez had a pocket quarterback this year, he would have been dangerous, bro.
bro, if
You see
Bro,
what
I
happened that one game he had Minshew? That one
yeah,
game he had Minshew, he went off.
yeah.
Yep.
Or
if
what's
Quez had
called?
yeah,
What
if
was that game?
Quez
The
had
Carolina game where Hurts finally threw him that deep ball. He made that big play. Come on.
if Quez Watkins had Patrick Mahomes, bro, he's having 50 touchdowns. I don't care what anyone says, bro.
Because he
He has
always
100
open.
touchdowns.
He
Oh, the Chiefs
always
won the
open,
Super
bro.
Bowl.
I
Did
It's
that
wish you
crazy.
play.
know what, Slay? I wish you can go to the play where Devontae Smith. I think he did a double move on
Yeah, the
Jamel Dean,
interception.
and he
Yeah.
was wide open in the
Can you go to
corner,
that? Can you
wide
find
open.
that play out there
Yeah,
somewhere? Yeah.
I like that was the play. Like if he throws the ball early, even
Mm-hmm.
even while he's running on the move, if he throws it a little bit early instead of running and setting his feet and throwing off his back foot, allowing Edwards to get over there. If he throws that ball much more early, he has a
Touchdown.
touchdown. He has no doubt a touchdown. But just because he went to the left, he had to set his feet, and he threw off his back foot, allow
He
Edwards
ran
to
to the left for nothing, though. That's what be
Yes.
killing me
That's
about
what be
Jalen Hurts.
killing me, dog.
Bro, you
It-
gonna get hit. Take
I
it,
don't
make
wanna.
the throw, take the hit.
Yep.
Like,
He had double the interceptions he had in that damn first game against the damn Buccaneers. And that
Honestly, bro,
first interception he had against the Buccaneers in week 6. What are you
I don't want
doing
to
there?
make.
Like,
I don't want to make this a Jalen Hurts hate, like a Jalen Hurts hate stream, because that's not what I missed. I feel like the point with me, and I feel like we're trying to make is like, if he's gonna be our franchise quarterback, throws like that you gotta make. You gotta make that. You gotta make that
But
read.
that's what we've been
That's
saying. You
all.
got to make
That's
those
all I'm gonna
plays.
say, bro. Like those plays, the play we just showed, you gotta make that if you're the franchise
Yeah.
guy.
Yep.
That's what you gotta do, man.
and
You gonna say you the man
and
for
we
this
definitely
team?
we not trying to put him down. We just pointing out what we see.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
just exactly as a fan what you're supposed to do.
Same thing. We praise him when he win. We gonna bash him when he lose. We gonna hold him accountable.
Facts.
Now, I don't have the better
Yeah.
point of view on like the quarterback side, but this is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Hurts as like when he drops back, he trying to look for Devontae Smith. But once the blitz comes right here in this blitz package, and
Just let the ball
Devin
go,
White
bro.
already beat Kenneth Gainwell, it's
Mhm.
already over. It's already over because the pressure already faced him. And you see Devontae Smith clearly wide open on that first touch. He already beat him on the double move. As soon as he gets there, he in the end zone wide open.
As soon as he
Jalen
come out his break, he is his movie open.
Yep.
Throw it up in it. You don't even
Go
gotta
back.
put no crazy pizzazz on it. Just
All
put
right,
it
go
up in the air. Let him go get it.
Put this
Look-
joint back a little bit. Like I want to go to where the play start because I want to see this again, bro. All right, now play it for like 2 seconds, real quick. Boom, right here. All right, so the ball snaps. Hurts. What he does when you see the pressure comes, let it go and take the hit, bro. That's one thing.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's one thing. Quarterbacks want to take
buddy.
hits, bro.
What
Like
up?
I'm telling you, bro. Like we all say about Wentz, and I want to make this like I said, I want to make this a Wentz versus Hurts, John. But Wentz, sometimes we got mad at him for taking that extra hit, but just stay in the pocket, take that hit, let the ball go, and you got a touchdown.
That's an easy touchdown. Easy.
Easy touchdown.
And if you get hurt or you get banged up, it's 46 seconds left. We about to go in the locker room. You go cure yourself up and come right back in.
Bro, he extended that play 3 seconds longer than he had
3
to.
seconds longer, yeah, because he had to. He reset it and he threw it off his back foot.
I know he felt the
Instead of taking a
pressure, and I don't know. He was seeing ghosts. I don't know what it was because they didn't get in there as fast as he thought they did. So if he catch that, he reared back a little bit. Soon Smith come out his break to make the double move. He open because Dean fell down.
Then he
It's
fell
just,
down, yo.
woo, you just loft it up there. Let him go get it. You don't even got to throw it all the way to the end zone. Just put it in his vicinity. Let him catch it. He's walking there. Like,
Oh
come
yeah,
on, bro. Like, it's simple football. That's what was pissing me off. And then dudes was just making excuses. I'm like, I don't care. You're a first-year quarterback, 15-year
Yep.
quarterback, high school quarterback. That's an easy throw. That's one of the easiest throws you can ever make.
Crap. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They right there in his face, clearly wide open. Right there in his
and
face,
also
clearly
too,
wide open.
Jay
How can you not
production.
make those plays if you're going to be a franchise quarterback? How can you not make those plays right there when they're wide open and guys clearly
Yep.
running wide open throughout the whole field all day? But he forces the ball in double coverage. He could have had 5 interceptions, at least that whole game.
He could have had
By
5
missing
touchdowns.
he
He also
could have
had
Bro,
at
he
least
5
had
had
5
touchdowns.
interceptions.
11.
And
That
he
was a
could
lot of
easily had 3 or 4 touchdowns that game.
yep.
And yo, Jay
Mm-hmm.
Productions made a good point too. Once Hurts seen it was too late to throw the ball to Smith, just throw that one away. Then, if you see the
Yep.
safety coming over, all right,
I
I
don't
see it
even
was too
think
late for
the
Smith.
crazy
Just throw
part
it
is
away.
MJ. I don't even think he saw the safety. To be honest,
He might have
I
not.
don't think he saw it. All
He probably didn't, bro.
he felt like he was under pressure. He seen the Eagles jersey. That's all he saw. He
he
ain't see
probably
that
With
he
safety
probably
come
did
over.
read the field. I don't know if he
from
read
the
the
eye
field and
test,
seen the safety because he probably didn't.
Hurts
from the eye
definitely over
test,
Jones
DJ
though.
might be better, honestly. Daniel Jones, as much as I hate him as a quarterback, and just based off of his stats, like when he has just a slightly solid more team or like just some pieces there, he looks just like a little bit of a better quarterback,
See
just
what
like a notch bit of a better
I
quarterback.
think
That's
Hurts
what I
is.
want to see with
I
Hurts.
think
Go ahead.
Hurts is better than Daniel
Daniel
Jones.
Jones trash, big
Yeah,
play.
he's trash.
I,
I'm not gonna act
I
like
think
he's
Hurts.
He's
good.
trash,
I think
big
Hurts is
play.
better. I think if Hurts,
You be
if
giving too
Hurts
much
just had
credit.
good
That dude
decision
is
making,
trash, bro.
I feel like
He sucks, but
if
I'm
Hurts,
just throwing that
first
out there.
off,
Go ahead.
if Hurts had good decision making, that's not even a debate. It's only a debate because Hurts make boneheaded decisions sometimes. I'm a
Yeah.
Daniel Jones hater. I'm an open Daniel Jones hater, bro. And I'm one day I'm gonna get a shirt, Daniel Jones hater, bro. Daniel Jones is garbage. He throws picks. He fumbles
What
the
up, bro?
football. He could not get his receivers in the end zone. Giants had none of their top receivers had a touchdown. 0 donuts, bro. Donuts, bro. I'm talking about Dunkin' Donuts, bro. The 0, the O on the Dunkin' Donuts logo, bro.
Not one
He
of
could
them.
not get
Now
his
one of them had a
receivers in the end
touchdown
zone.
Not
this year.
one of them.
No,
God,
bro. Galladay, they paid $72
Receivers,
million.
their receivers. I thought,
Talking
not
about
like
they
Their
starting
starters.
receivers.
Their
their
starter
backup
receiver.
receivers have one touchdown. That was
What
Pettis.
touchdown,
That
bro?
was
Bro,
Dante.
Kenny
Yeah,
Galladay got paid $72 million over the next 4 years to get 0 touchdowns, bro.
Ah! And I
Kadarius
Yo,
was arguing,
Tony,
Birdman.
I was
you
arguing
can
with
but
Big
beat
Play
Hurts.
all season about Kenny Galladay. Me and Big Play was getting into it. I'm like, that dude is not what y'all think he is, bro.
bro.
Matthew
Daniel Jones,
Stafford made him look good.
Hold
Daniel
those, hold
Jones,
those three
bro.
Yep.
picks.
This
Yo,
man, this man, Daniel Jones, bro. I can't
He's
believe, bro. This man got tackled by nobody against the Eagles a couple years ago, bro.
He a bum,
My
bro.
quarterback ain't doing that, dog.
He a
it's
bum, bro.
like I can't even compare any quarterback to Daniel Jones because Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones, he his own quarterback.
Yeah, he
Jalen Hurts
trash.
can somehow get us to the playoffs. Daniel Jones only getting y'all 5 wins at best, bro. Come on, get out of here, dude.
But like, enough with this Daniel Jones thing. We all know he sucks. But Jaden, I agree with you. He should, if he knew that he couldn't make that throw and it was gonna be an interception, just throw it out of bounds. Like there's no reason you should be thinking about throwing it back there if you know you can't make
But
the
see,
throw.
that play right there, I think Daniel Jones also throws the pick right there because he sucks under
Yeah,
pressure as well.
yeah. But Birdman, honestly, man, and he's an Eagles fan too, of course. Y'all know Birdman, but he is like he's been a big critic of Jalen Hurts this year. Like he already won Russell Wilson.
I,
Bro,
like I said, I
hold
can't.
on, hold on.
From what we
I got
seen, I can't really blame him though. I
Yeah,
can't really
me
blame him
too.
because he's
And
supposed to
I'm
be
like,
hard.
bro,
You're supposed to be hard on your quarterback. He's supposed to
I
be
don't
hard on your
blame
quarterback.
I don't blame Birdman, but I gotta say, bro, Fromm was not beating the Eagles that game, bro.
Yeah,
As
no.
hard as I gotta disagree right there. I know, like I said, criticism on Hurts, I'm all open to it. I do it myself, but I don't think Fromm was winning that game, bro. Either
At
way,
all. At all.
honestly,
he got benched from Mike Glennon, and I think they put him back in or something, bro. Like,
honestly, I think if the Giants defense had just a little bit of a better offense, they wouldn't have been as tired at the end there, and they would have probably made it a competition. because the defense was literally fighting their entire day.
In the
They
Giants,
competed with this in that first half very good. Like
I
it
mean,
was a very close
the
matchup. It was
Giants
three
just blew
teams
their
by the end of
steam in
the
the
half
first half. The Giants just gave us all they had in the first half.
because Patrick Graham knows how to stop Jalen Hurts. Play one
He does
single
no,
high
no, that's
safety.
facts though. That's facts. But their defense got tired and Hurts started throwing it
Exactly.
up. And Devontae was getting them Jones too, bro. That big catch over Bradbury and then that sideline toe tap touchdown. That's what I'm saying,
Yep.
bro. Hurts gotta give our receiver a
But
chance to get it,
this what
bro.
I was saying about Devontae Smith. Um, everybody look around the league like at Jamar Chase or Waddle, stuff like that. Oh, he ain't
Mhm.
had those kind of seasons. You gotta remember this. Devontae Smith was our number one option all
Yep.
season.
In his
Mhm.
He
rookie
was
season.
a rookie. He was a rookie. Jamar Chase had Boyd to fall back on. Higgins to fall back on. Mixon to fall back on. Devontae Smith was
DJ
really getting.
Ozuma.
Teams was game planning for Devontae Smith because it really
Facts.
wasn't.
Yep.
They knew Jalen Hurts wasn't going to be really killing with his arm, and they knew we didn't have no other really dominant receivers. So it's like he really was getting. They was throwing everything at this dude all season, and he
Best
still
corner
broke the
on him.
Eagles rookie record for receiving. So it's like dude
Yep.
really played like a dog this year. You just ain't
Yep.
see it as much because he didn't have a Joe Burrow throwing to him. He didn't have he didn't have a
Tua
Waddle
twin.
had goddamn Tua throwing to him and he went off this year. But I mean
Yeah.
he didn't
Yeah.
have he didn't really had him many options. But you gotta look at Waddle too. He had Devontae Parker, he had all those dudes too to take
And
Yep.
some of
Waddle
that
was in a
pressure
more
off him
pass
too.
heavy offense.
Bro,
We was in a rush heavy
Devontae
offense.
Smith literally had nobody else to lean on. He
Yep.
had to be the guy. And I think he showed up for the most part.
Yeah, like I said,
I
Hurts give him
agree.
enough. Devontae still has 1,000 yards if Hurts gives him enough opportunities to go up and get the ball, and that's simple
And
as that.
there's a specific game in that I think it was that Niners game, right? There was that specific game. And me and MG touched on this early in the damn season. There was
That
a
was like the
touchdown
third
pass.
game, the second
Yep.
game of the
It
season.
was the
Second game.
second game of the season. It was a deep ball down the field. Devontae Smith, it's one on one. Of course, there's a safety right there, but Devontae beats that as well for how good he is as a rookie receiver.
Hmm.
He doesn't get the ball to him. He just slightly underthrows him or doesn't put it in a good position for Devontae Smith to catch it.
Right?
Hmm.
It would have been a touchdown. I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to sound like a Hurts hater. We not trying to sound like that. It's
No, we're
just
not
we
trying like
see
that
the
at
little
all.
things. We see things that he's not good at that he needs to improve
And he,
on.
yeah,
And
Hmm.
that's not anything bad. That's like in the NBA. If you're a bad shooter, that's something you have to work on. If you're a
Ben
bad
Simmons.
shooter, yep,
yep,
exactly. Ben Simmons. He's not
Facts.
the
Jason
best
Kidd
shooter.
was a bad shooter for years until he got older.
yep,
Exactly. So
yep.
it's the little things that Jalen Hurts has to work on. As you said, Ben Simmons, we already know he's never going to work on it because he just doesn't want to do it.
Yep.
So Jalen Hurts, he has to work on these little things.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
I
all,
mean,
man.
that's just like when you playing quarterback, you're the leader of the team. It's just the same thing like playing point guard in the NFL. When you win, you're gonna get the praise. When you lose, you're gonna get the blame. You're gonna get that blame. You're gonna be the first person who we come to if you wet the bed.
Yeah.
That's just the point of it. He's a leader. If
Hmm.
he want to prove that he's the franchise quarterback in this league, you have to make those simple plays. You have to make those simple plays, and you have to get the ball to those to those receivers.
Hold up,
He
bro.
elevates pretty much the team. He elevates pretty much the team and make the team go. He go as this team go, and other people got to just realize that, bro. Man, you have guys wide open. You have guys wide open. So ain't no sense of saying now the receivers ain't good enough. Obviously, they were wide open. They were good enough to be wide open pretty much a whole game, man. You just gotta hit those throws, man. Same thing. We praise them when we win. We're gonna praise them. We're gonna hold them accountable when we lose a game.
I,
When he wets the bed, we're gonna hold them accountable.
I
And that's
just want to say this.
Mhm.
Like I said, I've been a Jalen Hurts fan since he played in high school, right?
yep,
But
Hmm.
but it's the same pattern. You get me?
yep,
It's the same pattern. High school. I've seen a few games from him in high school. He
yep,
was the same dude. College, Same dude. So what gives us the confidence that this dude can really improve that much? Like, I'm not hating on him or nothing. I'm just
No,
asking.
you
Yeah.
just
With
I
like,
think
cause even at Alabama, Oklahoma, he was the same dude. One read, dude. One read. If his next read not there, he uses athleticism.
mhm,
If it wasn't CD Lamb, it was Charleston Rambo. It was nobody else. It was
mhm.
nobody else. If he
That's
can't hit his
that's
first
if
read, he
Penny.
doesn't have the football knowledge to even reset his feet and make a different throw. It's
I
just go
think
forward. It's go forward after that.
yep.
So I mean, what makes us think as a fan base, and I can see why dudes is like on the edge with this dude because I watched him be the same person for year after year after year, year after year after year. I
I
mean,
think
no
the
matter
thing.
what coaches
Thank
you,
you, Griff.
Alabama is one of the best programs in college football, bro. And you
Facts.
still gonna be the same dude there.
Yep.
Nobody's gonna be able to teach you. So I mean,
I feel
what gives y'all this confidence that Jalen Hurts can really be the dude for this team though?
I think I always say in a franchise quarterback, right? You gotta have game changing talent. Some way, somehow. I think Hurts does have that with his legs. But as you said, one Trey Rock, as a starting quarterback in NFL, your legs can't be your first thing. It can't be your best attribute. It has to be something that you use when you need to, when the play breaks down, off schedule plays. I think he has game changing talent, but at the same time is you right. You can't expect the person to change something that he's been doing for years. You can't, especially
Yeah,
if he's now an adult. Like, all right, I can get if a kid for like 5 years straight always had a problem with math class, but then as he got older, he got better with math. This ain't it's not just as simple as that. When you
Right.
the same type of quarterback for years, and you never so change, it's gonna be difficult. But I tell you what, the reason why I have a slight confidence he can change it is because when you look at it in the NFL, first off, this next year is it. He got to either show us he the guy or he's not. And also, too, I think a lot of it has to come with habits and instinct. If your first instinct is to run, you got to cut that off. But and with a person who had to change their instincts and change their habits, they got to be disciplined. And that's why I think Hertz can change it because he is a very disciplined. He holds himself accountable often. So I think if he can cut off the legs and uh being his first instinct, if he can actually set his feet, if that's his first instinct, if reading the defense is his first instinct, of scanning the field and getting out of the pocket when he needs to, if those are his instincts, then he all these problems we're not having. But his instincts are to run, and that's the problem. So in order to change his instincts, in order to change the type of guy he is, you got to be disciplined. You got to really cut down on that. So I'm hoping that that's what he
For
does this off
instance,
season.
I don't know if Big Play and MG old enough, but Coach, I know you watched
Yeah.
damn, what's the Steelers Cordell was it Cordell Stewart? I know you
Yeah.
watched
Yep.
Cordell Stewart,
I
bro.
Yeah.
know Cordell Stewart. Yeah,
Listen, Cordell Stewart was one of the best athletes in the NFL at that point, but he
Yep.
could not win you games because
Yeah.
he couldn't throw the football.
He couldn't throw the football.
He could throw the
Mhm.
football. He couldn't process what he was
Yep.
seeing in front of him when it comes to the passing game. It could be any
Yep.
coverage, man to man, cover 2, cover 3, anything. It could be that he couldn't
Yep.
process it. But his first instance was his legs. They turned this dude basically into a running back and a receiver. It's like
Yep.
we don't want us as Philly fans. We get passionate about our players, bro. Now,
yeah. For me,
If
but
Jalen Hurts was in a Giants uniform, a Cowboys Washington uniform, way different outlook. Oh, he trash, bro. This dude can't throw the football. It's just, bro. It's just us as a fan base, and I
Yep.
love that's what I love about our fan base because we give dude so many opportunities, and it's
Facts,
great. I mean, and
facts.
maybe he will get great, but from what I've seen, past and present, he's still gonna be the same dude. He's
And
still gonna be the same
that's what
dude.
I say.
And you know what, Trey Rock, I could take you back even further. You remember before he went to the Vikings, Randall
Culpepper?
Cunningham,
Yep,
Oh,
Randall.
yeah,
Yep.
the same thing. Great athlete, but when it came to the playoffs in his Eagles days, couldn't beat nobody with his
but
arm.
I
I
feel like
But
he
mean,
didn't different though.
I can see. I gotta. I can't agree with
he
that.
improved
I
that
can't,
in
but hold on.
Minnesota
I
with
can't say
Randy
it was
Moss.
because I think he just got a choke artist in him. I
No,
don't think it's because he can't throw. I just think Hurts just got trouble throwing the ball and confident in his arm. Cunningham had confidence in his arm. I just think he Cunningham.
No, but that was in his older days, though. In his younger days, He was just like Cordell Stewart, like one Tre Roc said.
Oh,
Just
bro,
like Lamar
running
Jackson is
game.
right now, an athlete.
Vic,
Lamar Jackson
Vic
basically
is
an
the
athlete.
prime
He's basically
example.
Jalen Hurts.
Michael Vick in his first couple of years,
Oh,
exactly what
and
Hurts
I think
was.
when Michael
That's
Vick had Andy
exactly what.
Reid, when Mike Vick came with Andy Reid and he started throwing on bombs to Deshaun Jackson, we
But
seen his
Vic
arm.
wasn't.
We're
But
like,
Vic
whoa.
even Vic coming in, he wasn't scared to throw the football.
Yeah,
He
Boy
wasn't
had a
scared,
scared.
cannon.
He
He had
just
a
wasn't.
cannon.
He couldn't hit it in the right spots. That's
And
the only thing that was going trouble for
exactly. And like I
for
said,
Vic. It's when he got Reed, as MG said, his arm got even better. Like that dude's arm
sure.
was ridiculous. That was definitely
Like,
top 10 arm right
I
bro,
there.
think y'all underrate Michael Vick arm when he's in Atlanta.
dog.
He
Atlanta,
was a
his arm was
monster,
good in
bro.
Atlanta. Though.
And it
yeah.
wasn't just his legs though, because he was throwing for like 3,000 yards a year. So it's
Yeah.
like it wasn't just his legs. But it's different with Hurts. Vic ain't lose. He wasn't never scared. Jalen Hurts confident.
He cut out right quick.
Yeah, I think one Trey cut out a
Yeah.
little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't
I
trust
get
his
what
arm.
you're saying.
All right. Yeah, he back.
Yeah,
He
he
back.
back.
All right.
He don't trust what he's seeing in front of his face. He don't trust his arm right now. I mean,
Yeah,
and like I said, that's a confidence thing, and
Yeah.
that's something you could get better with. But
Yeah.
how better though? You get me?
Mhm.
How
I
better
agree
you
with
get
you
with it?
completely.
Processing what's in front of your face. How better? Because we seen Peyton Manning, right? Throw 28 interceptions his first year in the NFL.
Yep.
Mhm.
Then he threw like 16 the next year. And then after that, So I'm willing to ride this thing out with Hurts. Even
Oh
if
yeah,
it's beyond next year. I don't care. Because I don't want to get to the point where we shopping for quarterbacks every year. I want him to be the guy. I want him to be the guy, bro. He just gotta have a mindset that he gonna put this work in. Because he got all the game tape from this year. So
I want to touch on this.
sit down, watch that, you work on that.
I want to touch on what Jaden said right here. J Productions. He said, to be honest, it ain't easy being a quarterback in the NFL,
right.
though. See,
that's not what we're
very
saying.
true. That's very
I
true.
don't think I agree with that, and I don't think we're saying it's like easy.
But he chose that professional.
Exactly.
It's
And
like,
it's
go
like
ahead.
when you're expected to be the guy of a football franchise, it is some things that you have to do. Right? I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to say, oh, it's easy, so easy that I can do it. No, but when Hertz chooses a profession, when he chose that I want to commit to being a full-time quarterback and I want to take a shot to
Yep.
be in the NFL. Now, to be an NFL quarterback, to be a starting quarterback, you are expected to make certain reads, certain
Yep.
throws that the average person cannot do. Hertz can do so many things that we can't athletically. I mean, Hertz would dog us in a quarterback challenge, obviously. But
Like in
as
a
an
running challenge,
NFL,
bro.
as an NFL level quarterback, you are expected to do certain things, and we are not living up to those expectations. We have to have conversations like this. How can he get better? How can
Yep.
he make that read better? We have to turn on the tape and look at things. And just like for example, for us, if you take Big Play Slay, right, and I say, man, Big Play Slay, your mic quality wasn't good that stream, and a person who's not a YouTuber can't just say, "Oh, YouTube is not that easy." Yeah, it's true, it's not that easy. But Big Play Slay choosing to be a YouTuber, we have to hold him to a certain standard so he can be great because that's what we
Yep.
want for him, and that's what we want for her.
Yep.
So we want him to be great. So we have to hold him to a standard. So in order for him to be better, that's the same thing with Ben Simmons in the city of Philadelphia. We want him to fit this criteria so he can be a great point guard. And it's just the same for everybody, man. I think obviously being a quarterback isn't easy, but at the same time, when you're at the NFL level, you are expected to do certain things, and Hertz is just missing on some of them.
That's what you chose to do. That's what you chose to do. You got to perfect your craft. Like,
Yeah.
I know Jaden is a Giants fan, but it's kind of easy for you to say, what's it called? It's not being easy being a quarterback in the NFL. For us, if you're taking the Eagles side and the Giants side, it's a lot easier for you to say that because your team is, I wouldn't say less talented because you have some things there. It's just that the things that Jalen Hurts has to his power, he has clean pockets mostly every single game. He has clean pockets with the offensive line. It's the things that he can't do as a thrower. Maybe other quarterbacks can make, like a Joe Burrow. Once Joe Burrow has a man-to-man with Jamar Chase, He's
over.
gonna take that because he knows this guy's gonna win the one-on-one.
Yep.
It's the things that Jalen Hurts can't do that he needs to work on. And there's
Yep.
nothing wrong with us and other Eagle fans who criticize Jalen Hurts saying these things because we just want to make him, or not make him, but we just want to see him be a better quarterback in this league.
Yep.
Right.
That's all you really want to see. That's why
Of Jalen.
I know this is no goddamn comparison. That's why people like Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun
Herbert.
Watson, those guys, Herbert, are
Yep.
great players. That's why those guys are great players. Even though when they don't have a great team, they still perform because when those guys have clean pockets, they know how to take advantage. They know how to take advantage of plays. They know when it's time to use their legs. They know when the pocket is breaking down. They know how to make the simple and easy throws. That's a higher standard you set for yourself. You set for yourself when you chose to play the quarterback position. You have to just make those throws, man. That's right there in your face right now. And that's what we're saying. If you can't do that, then you can't be a franchise quarterback. If you can't make the simplest plays.
And let me say this real quick too, because I hear a lot of people say this. Oh, you can't compare this dude to this dude. He was a first rounder. He was a second rounder.
Yep.
It's like, bro, it's 32 teams in the NFL.
Yep.
You gotta, if you got that starting job, we expect you to play to the level of those guys.
Yep.
It don't matter what team you on. It don't matter where you got drafted. You a starting quarterback in the NFL. Stop telling me, oh, no, these dudes came in. He was a little bit more polished than this dude. No, bro, that's making excuses.
Yep.
That's making excuses. It's like, I don't care who it is. We can have, it could be Joe Burrow. It could be Patrick Mahomes. Bro, I expect you to make the same throws that they making.
Yep.
I don't care if you came in the 15th round. You a starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. We expect you to play at a high level every week. We could compare you to anybody we want to compare you to. And you can't tell me, you can't compare him to him because he was in the first and he was in the fifth. Tom Brady was a sixth round draft pick.
He was a sixth-round pick.
He's better than every first-round quarterback that got drafted that year with him.
Yep.
That's because he put that work in that time.
It's really not even fair for that Jets quarterback. I forgot his name.
Pennington? Chad Pennington?
Yeah, Pennington. He was good. It's just the injuries for me. He was there like he was a solid quarterback. He probably would have been the second best quarterback out of that class.
Come on, man. You want to know? Come on, man. Davis Mills was the second best rookie in the NFL. Come on, man.
That's true. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
He was the second best rookie in the NFL. That's no excuses. But
he was better than Warren
and have a better completion percentage than Jalen Hurts. Davis Mills was 16-10. You tell me that wasn't impressive to be the second best rookie. The only thing about it was just the rushing yards. That was it. Just the rushing yards.
He was better than Lawrence.
The touchdown to interception ratio, that's identical. Davis Mills only had one more interception than Jalen Hurts does. But the touchdowns, the same touchdowns. Passing yards, Jalen Hurts played the whole season. He should have him in passing yards. That's almost identical, but that's no excuses. Davis Mills as a rookie, as a fourth round, and shout out to him. He's been very good this second half of the season. Was almost better than Jalen Hurts. That's no excuses. No excuses.
Yeah, see, Jaden, I wouldn't say that just yet because your team still isn't that good. It has some talent there.
Trash, bro. Oh
Yeah,
my
your
God.
team.
Hold up. Russell Wilson had a losing record with the Seahawks this year, and they got a better they got more talent than the Giants. So if
Why
Wilson,
would you go to New
It's
York?
like he can have good stats. It's just that the team around him, like let's say for instance, Deshaun Watson, who's 8 years younger, plus has basically the same attributes and the same athletic ability that Russell Wilson has, just way younger. If you put him on the Giants, easily the number one team in the NFC East, not even question. It's like that because he's a lot younger, and Russell Wilson, no disrespect to him, but he's 33 years old. Like, I'm sorry, I just can't say that it's completely over because your team still isn't really that good. You have to have talent on the team, and you can't just label it, be like,
I gotta get a goddamn offensive line. Russell Wilson not coming there. He been getting beat up all them years in Seattle. We gonna come here to another bad offensive line? Like, Giants fans just be smoking some kind of different crack, bro. I don't understand them. Like,
I want what they got, bro.
yo, beat up
Yo,
Saquon Barkley. Kenny
Aaron
Kenny
Rodgers.
Galladay can't stay healthy. Sterling Shepard can't stay healthy. Ingram is a dropping machine. Russell Wilson will never come to the New York Giants, bro. Why are you gonna
He
leave his bad situation to come to another bad one? It don't
yeah.
make sense. Y'all gotta think sometimes before y'all talk.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, he said age don't matter, but I mean, bro, you're gonna have him for like 3, 4 years. Good luck having the next future to rebuild once again. Like, I don't know what they want. Like, if that's why I'm so hesitant to trade all that capital away for Russell Wilson just to bring him here because he gonna only be here for another 3 to 4 years anyway. By that point, he already think about his future and beyond that. He think about his household and stuff with Sierra and stuff. He's trying to go to a better spot. He's trying to go to a team like Pittsburgh, somewhere where he can like build his status because Pittsburgh is such a historic franchise. He not trying to come over here because like he already hates Howie because he didn't take him in that 2013 draft. He don't want to come here and try to rebuild again. Like you're 33, that don't make sense. Good luck
I think
seeing.
the best situation for Aaron Rodgers, and I'm gonna keep it 100 for Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, one of them dudes is the Denver Broncos.
They
I
one
completely
quarterback away. I completely
It's
want
the
it.
Denver Broncos, bro.
They
They got
one quarterback away,
everything. They got
actually.
everything in place except a quarterback.
They got
That's all they
that's
need.
the only option. One
I
quarterback away.
think
Literally,
I
one
think they're
quarterback.
supposed to hire Doug Peterson if I'm not mistaken. They interviewed him. They just haven't come to agreement. I wouldn't be surprised if they did some crazy something. Like the
Tell me,
off the
one
field money
quarterback
is
away. You
goes to
serious?
goes
Like at
to
this point, if you're a free agent quarterback, you one of them top, y'all should be dying to go to Denver, bro.
Yep.
Dying to
yeah.
go to Denver.
Literally one quarterback away. Actually,
Russell Wilson didn't have a full season, had the same touchdowns, like same total touchdowns. Now, of course, that's true. And I will say, that, I mean, it's not even because of the talent that Seattle has. It's just that, let's be real, we all know Russell Wilson is
Wilson
a
washes
completely
Jalen
better
Hurts.
quarterback.
This shouldn't even be a conversation, bro.
It's not even a conversation. If he came here, Russell Wilson would be great with us because we already have the offensive line. He's just not going to be here for that long. If it's Watson, bro, we're winning one Super Bowl at least with Watson. I don't care what anyone says. We're winning a Super Bowl with Watson. That's like my favorite quarterback other than Jalen Hurts because he's on my team. And if we get him, of course I'm gonna be happy. But it's like he has to go through legal issues, the legal trouble. He has to get past legal courts, civil courts, the NFL. Bro, you can't do all that and still
Yeah,
come
as soon
to
as
the
all
NFL.
that clear up,
Yeah,
I can see a 6 to 8 game suspension. So you
exactly.
ain't even gonna get the whole year out of them. So it's like it's
It's I'm so
crazy.
happy.
And coach, I know that's your team, but it's crazy what they did to this bull, bro. It's
yeah,
crazy what they did to this bull, the Texans, bro.
yeah. No,
Mind you,
go ahead. I understand. One Tre Roc, and it was crazy, man. Like I say again, that's why I still respect Deshaun Watson. He's my favorite quarterback in the game. But like I said, I'm glad he can probably go somewhere else and probably do better because it wasn't the fact that he's just because he got all these women, people tarnishing his reputation. You never heard you don't got a right to call this man not a winner. How you gonna call him a winner and he only had a loser? So you basically call him a loser. He had one losing season. His first year, he was an MVP candidate, but you want to say he had DeAndre Hopkins, you have to have a quarterback to get him the football. What has Will Fuller done without DeAndre, without
bro,
Hopkins?
the disrespect for them to even
That's
get
what
rid
I'm
of
saying.
DeAndre Hopkins, bro. Like over a couple mil in a coach that didn't like him. Like,
Yep.
bro.
And the fact that Deshaun Watson still put up better numbers without him.
He still put up 35 and 7. MVP on any playoff team, he's the MVP. 35
you know what's crazy?
His
You know what's crazy though?
Without his best receiver.
You know what's crazy though? He told this team, right? They paid him. He told them he wanted to leave. That's when all this stuff started coming out.
Yep.
Bro, that's millionaires beefing with billionaires. You know how that go.
Yep.
You know how that goes, especially young black ones that's making all this money, that got all this popularity. Oh, you gonna try to leave my team? I don't
Bro,
believe.
I
and
wasn't even percent
and
agree with you,
Rock.
man, on that.
Another thing, as you said, they're gonna put him on a 6 to 8, like suspension because the exemplars they'll put you on there because if you're taking money out of Roger Goodell's pockets, of course he's gonna be like you can add value because if you go to a team like New York, that's a big market, right? You go into a team where like if you're the Giants' sake, if the Giants want him, like they got this new GM I don't know what his name is, Joe Shane or something like that. If he gets Watson, that's a big market already. Of course, you're gonna get more money with that. But if he's taking money out of his contract, that the Giants will have to take off the books and stuff, then Roger Goodell is gonna be like, okay, you're taking money out of my pockets. I gotta sit you down for at least 6 to 8 games because this is just not right. You might add money to my like watchers and viewers, you get all that, but you also are taking money from me, and I'm not gonna allow that and let you play. That's the one thing I don't want to happen with us if we get Watson. I want to see him play. I don't want to see him on the couch.
Right. Exactly.
Chris, all right, Slay. You want to far stop? Rock. They beat the Eagles. The Eagles rock. I think he's talking about the Giants. He talking about the Giants.
Who beat the Eagles?
He talking about the Giants with Hurts and stuff. He talking about Jones and them.
You talking about Birdman?
Yeah.
Birdman always talking trash, bro.
Yo, bro, I was the biggest critic in the offseason. Yeah, I told y'all, man. I need some. I told y'all, man. I
Nah,
need.
bro, your problem was you thought Daniel Jones, who's a fumbling turnover interception
Yo,
machine, that he told
AFG,
us it was
bro.
Brandon Hurts, bro.
Me and Slay used to be going at each other so hard, bro, about this Giant stuff. I was
Bro,
like,
this
bro,
is
these
what we
dudes
thought.
is not it. Oh, they brought Kenny Galladay over there. They gonna be good. Dude was trash and injured all year. And when he
See,
did play, he didn't even really catch the football for him.
they don't have a foundation. They thought because they got all this talent, they were gonna do something. They were gonna make some noise
So
in the
let me
division.
ask you a
They didn't
question,
have a
Slay.
foundation.
Why
Go
were
ahead.
you like why were you like so weirdly like high on the
Hey,
Giants, knowing they had no foundation?
hey,
Bro,
boy, I swear to God, hey, I never see too many people. That's a bigger critic. Boy, that boy Birdman is so much of a bigger critic of Jalen
bro,
Hurts. I see him in every Eagle
Bro,
street talking about Jalen Hurts,
MG,
how
I
bad
thought
he is.
the only reason I thought they were gonna win like 8 to like at least 8 to 9 games is because even though like they had a terrible offensive line, I looked at the fact that they had like I guess not average quarterback, but sort of average quarterback. Still sucks, but he was there. You have upgrades at the receiver position with Tony and Galladay, and then you look at the defense they had. I forgot their offensive line was just that bad. If I knew that, then bro, I didn't, dog. I would have never said any of that bullshit I said in the offseason. Oh shit, we get
Hey
some.
man,
Yeah,
hey
what up?
man, I swear to God, I don't know what stream I saw this in, but I don't mean to bring this up. It was I don't know if what Tre Rock was in that stream. I believe him and JC Bird was in that bud. And then Bird was, you know how much he's a prayer. That's my guy. I love Bird so much. It's
Mhm.
funny when he do that to Jalen Hurts, how he's a Jalen Hurts, how he love Jalen Hurts. But I think JC said something about if you if I was Jalen Hurts, if I was it's something about said if he was Jalen Hurts about something, I wouldn't come to work. I wouldn't come to work because it's basically he has everything, but no improvements on nothing. He said, "I believe I can come to work."
It'd be
I love
hilarious.
Bird Gang. He funny as hell, bro. That dude.
Mhm.
Yo, it's like Bird Gang. If you watching this, bro, you know I love you, bro. He one of the best content creators
Yeah,
out
he
there.
one of the
It's
best
like
content creators. I
it's
love that
like
dude,
the
man. Yeah.
amount of like consideration he gives Jalen Hurts, even
No,
when
me and Bird Game be going at it all the
Yeah,
time.
they go in it all the time.
don't talk because Rager, y'all best man, get out of here, Jaden. But hey, y'all already know the players I got on that thumbnail. I got Mike Williams. I think I had Chandler Jones on there. So, what do you guys think the Eagles should get in free agency? Starting off with my guy, Rock, because MG's on mute. What you think the Eagles should get in free agency?
I mean, we need for facts. I mean, for starters, we need a veteran receiver. We need a veteran receiver to pair with Devontae Smith. And if it's me, I'm going after either DK or Mike Williams because we need a
Mhm.
big body number
Yup.
one receiver. Um, Devontae Smith is our finesse receiver. He can be a possession receiver. He can be a deep ball receiver. But Mike Williams, he brings a different element, especially if we run in that heavy run offense. Because now you getting this dude one on one with corners and safeties, linebackers, stuff like that. And now that opens up for more room for Devontae to eat, for Quez to eat, Goddard to eat, because you
Facts.
gotta double team this dude. It's no covering on one. So I'm going after either DK, I'm going after Mike Williams. And it depends on what they looking for. Because if they start talking at two number ones and stuff like, no, y'all can have that. We'll go in a different direction. Or we could go into college and get a Drake London or somebody like that.
Yep.
Of just a big
Traylon
body.
Burks. Traylon Burks, bro. That's the first
Oh
receiver I'm
yeah,
using.
even Traylon Burks. Shit, you one of those dudes. We could go in.
Yo,
We for the past few years we've been on the wave where we drafted small shifty receivers like that. No, we need them fit. We need another Alshon Jeffries in here that could complete this offense.
just a
So
little faster.
yeah,
Yo,
just a little faster. Yeah, a little bit faster and stuff like that. But I mean, same like build a little bit. Dude that could go up and win those 50-50 passes because I feel like Jalen Hurts that he needs that. Jalen Hurts needs that. For when he in the gym, he could throw it up to a guy like that. I mean, like a Goddard. That's what he does when he's in the gym. He throws it up to Dallas Goddard every time.
That's the security blanket.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
That's
a security blanket for
that's
sure. So
I got
what you think though.
I got a question, Big Play Slay.
Yeah.
I mean, who do you want? I know you're a Lions fan and you're not a real Eagles fan. Who do you want in the draft?
don't call him
Who
a
do you-
Lions fan.
Oh, just because my name is Big Play say don't mean
Nah,
I'm a
bro,
big
you
Lions
never
fan.
heard it, bro. One straight rock, bro. This dude was a Lions fan, so Darius Slay got
You
traded.
don't even know me 3 years ago or
Yes,
two
I
years
do. I
ago.
know, bro.
Hey,
He was a whole Lions fan, bro.
bro, hell no. But where you're hiding, we do need a number one. I mean, the number two receiver so bad. I agree with you completely. We do need a number two receiver. But MG, now that you back,
Yeah.
um, what do you think we need in free agency in terms of defense and offense? And of course, your friend joined, Hayden. What up though?
Hey, I got you again. But I feel like the biggest thing the Eagles need, I agree with one Trey Rock with as far as getting a consistent number two wide receiver or somebody who can complete this offense. I believe that if we get a guy like Mike Williams, I always say Mike Williams is a red flag a little bit because of the fact that he's injury prone and Eagles know about injury prone players holding the team back. But
Yeah.
other than that, man, he's what we need. A 50-50 ball, big body frame, can go up and get it, a deep threat. You can throw it deep. He can make explosive plays. And I like Christian Kirk too. Good slot receiver out of Arizona. He really fits next to DeAndre Hopkins. And I think if Devontae Smith, he's gonna be our number one for the future. So if we get a guy like Christian Kirk next to him, I like him as well. I mean, I think DK gonna get franchise tag, so I'm not really looking at him at all. But that's the biggest needs. And if we're gonna go
Michael
deep,
Thomas, I don't see him staying there. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. He's
I
not
mean,
finna stay no damn
If we
show.
get Mike
No.
Thomas, bro, and Hurts develops, this it's scary out here for these
This
dudes,
offense would be dangerous, bro.
Bro, it's like Michael Thomas, he been wanted to come to Philly. It's been so many reports out there that the Eagles can get Michael Thomas. Like there's so many Google sites that have Eagles getting Michael Thomas in that green jersey at midnight green. I wouldn't mind that at all. Go ahead though, MG.
Also too, I would like to get a nice pass rusher. Somebody who we can just put at that outside linebacker slash edge rush position. And he could just go rush the quarterback. I mean, you look at I'm gonna give you an example, like the Chicago Bears last offseason. They picked up Robert Quinn, a guy who can just sit on the edge and rush the quarterback. I want a guy like that. I think somebody who can help out Josh Sweat because Brandon Graham is he's getting up there in age. He might retire Eagle. I don't know if he gonna leave, but he definitely gonna retire. He gonna retire in the next 2 to 3 years, in my opinion. Especially with this Achilles injury, kind of pushing his career a little bit shorter. So get a guy next to Josh Sweat and Graham who could kind of come in that Chris Long role, sit in the edge and rush the quarterback. I think when we get that, you give a team something else they have to worry about when it comes to the defensive line, along with Hargrave, as well, who I think is going to be here for a few more years. And if we still got Cox, that's cool too. But I think the biggest need, we get a nice wide receiver too, get a nice edge rusher, and then we draft the Brandon Brooks replacement, and we draft a linebacker.
Tyler Linderbaum. That's my boy right there. From Iowa. We need a running back. Don't touch MC. I completely agree with you. I love Michael Thomas. Of course, I want him like as just like a fan side. If I'm taking my fandom aside, like anyone will want him. It's just like I don't think like we need him because we need a younger receiver. Is what I'm trying to say. We need a younger dog like Michael Thomas. If we can get a like guy like that, just a little bit younger, I wouldn't mind that at all. But
Yeah, Mike
Dante,
Williams, I think is that guy. Younger.
Dante, what you thinking, man?
Uh, I said this on Burger and Stream. I believe. Don't forget about Devontae Adams. He's a free agent too. I,
Yeah,
I know he's going to cost a lot, but again, you got a feeling. I know Green Bay hasn't franchise tagged nobody in 10 years, but if you're going to have to franchise tag one receiver, you'll try to do him. But if I'm him, knowing me, I'm the best receiver in the game. I'm not taking no down franchise tag. That's it. Just I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to go in the free agency market where I know I'm going to get my money for a contending team or playoff contending team that's gonna need my service. So not Michael Thomas, Devontae Adams is a free agent.
Hmm.
So again, his pop free agent possibility, he may be out there, but Mike Williams, if he can stay healthy, will be the obvious choice. This guy will be unstoppable in the red zone. Jump balls, he's unstoppable. Making big plays, this guy's just unstoppable. Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson is another key who's pretty good over there from Chicago. So, and then you can go in the draft, get a receiver. Like I did look at film on Traylon Burks. The guy is pretty good, man. Anything you want as a receiver, fast, can bounce off tackles, yards after catch, go up, catch the 50-50 ball, can make people miss. And he's very good, man. So, like, it's a multitude of wide receivers out there, but my first option will be Devontae Adams. Will probably be
Oh
Devontae
yeah.
Adams, but he's gonna be worth a lot of money though. But that I will go with Devontae
we
Adams. But
got that though. We
yeah,
got that. We got that damn
okay.
money.
Also too.
That's the
We
first
got
option. If I'm a fan, I will go with Devontae Adams. I will target Devontae Adams, the number one receiver in football. So, like I say again,
Also
if the
too.
second option is Mike Williams, third, I will go with Allen Robinson, and fourth. You know, you can get one out the draft. Is you can go Traylon Burks, and then as an edge rusher, I believe Chandler Jones will be out there as well. Chandler Jones,
had him on a thumbnail too. Yep.
yep,
So, yep.
Yo, I just gotta
I,
say real quick. I know I'm a Penn State fan saying this, and I'm gonna sound biased, but bro, Dotson is my guy out of Penn State.
yeah,
Bro, he
Jahan
can make big
Dotson.
plays too.
Yeah,
Good
but
beast.
if
biased as hell.
if you die, bro,
Dotson is beast though.
If Devontae Adams comes to Philly, bro, you're gonna die hating. I just want you to know that because he said he gonna bet his life on that. This man bet his life on this, bro. If you die, bro, and Devontae Adams is getting touchdowns in Philly, I don't want to hear no excuses. You said that.
Well, you
Someone
ain't gonna be here
screenshot
because he's
that,
gonna be dead.
bro.
I think on some real, I think Devontae Adams, he gonna follow Aaron Rodgers wherever he go.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
That's
He gonna
that's
follow Aaron Rodgers wherever he go, bro.
that's if he
He a smart man though. If he do that, he a smart man. Cause he didn't. Aaron Rodgers done made Devontae Adams so much money he don't even know it yet.
Mm-hmm.
What 18 touchdowns 2 straight years? I think he had like 14, 15 this year. I'm not sure, but he
Yeah.
had 18 touchdowns last year. Like easy. Like he really does. I think Devontae Adams the best wide receiver in the NFL right now,
Oh yeah,
bro.
I agree. I agree.
Bro, the way he set his routes up, how physical he is, how he go up and get the football, bro. He really the complete package. And it's like,
Mhm.
bro, everybody gonna be buying for his services. For real.
I think the Raiders are gonna get him. I mean, he does want to go there because his the Fresno State connection with their car. I think that's what he's gonna want to do. They're trying to contend, and if you get a guy like Devontae Adams in Las Vegas, you're getting money like this because he's gonna attract fans. He's gonna attract them quick, and it's in a big market like Las Vegas. That's gonna be a lot of betting sites right there with Devontae Adams.
How y'all
Um,
feel about OBJ?
Ah,
MG take that
I
first.
think
But
he, I
peace
think
out, Dante.
OBJ's. All
Dante
right,
left.
Dante.
You have a good night, Dante. But go ahead, MG. My bad.
I think that OBJ gonna stay in LA. He found a place where he is one welcomed. I feel like he found a place where he's comfortable. LA is a big market for a big name like Odell. And I think he's fit well there. I think he can complement Cooper Cup. I still think OBJ one of the most talented players that we have in this league at the receiver position, and now he's in a place where a quarterback's going to throw him the ball consistently, where a quarterback's going to throw him the ball accurately, and I think that that's great for him, and I don't think he can leave that. And he's in a
But LA,
place in
LA
LA.
don't have that much money to throw around. That's what it is. You
Yeah.
see how many big names they got on that offense and defense, bro? It's
Oh
like
yeah. They got
it's gonna be hard. It's
Stafford.
gonna be hard
Yep.
for them to keep him because Cooper Cup gotta pay Robert Woods still.
J-
So
J-
you keep it Odell, Robert Woods. How you gonna
Jalen
spend this?
Ramsey. They
Jalen
gonna have to manage
Ramsey.
them.
Yep.
They gonna have to manage their money well, man. They gonna have to.
They gotta get. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get rid of Darius Williams, their number 2 corner. I wouldn't mind him coming here, honestly. Like he not the best player, but he also is not the worst player as a CB2 next to Slay.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
Go ahead.
Darius Williams won't be bad, but
Yeah. For me and free agency, personally, if I'm looking at the offensive side and I'm not looking through the draft, of course, in the draft, I would love Traylon Burks, but in free agency, I want Mike Williams. That's definitely number one, target number one at receiver position. Um, Maybe Chris Godwin, Gallup, but those guys are coming off of injuries. I don't know how they're gonna play off of that. Um,
yeah,
there's some offensive line depth I wouldn't mind. Like if what's his name retires, Jason Kelsey, if he retires, I wouldn't mind getting a guy like Ben Jones from Tennessee. He wasn't that bad this year. Like I know they look at Taylor Lewan and them guys, but Ben Jones wasn't really even that bad. I wouldn't mind him as depth. For defensive side, Carlton Davis from the Tampa Bay
yeah.
Buccaneers. He's solid. I like him as a CB2. He's a 1 right now, so that tells
Mhm.
you a lot. And he's gonna win a little bit amount of money. He's not staying over there if they're rebuilding. Gilmore, I wouldn't mind. Calais Campbell, he probably retiring.
Yeah, Calais
Akeem
is gonna
Hicks,
retire. To retire.
yeah, there's a couple guys. Maybe Dwayne Brown as a left tackle. I'm just looking at these notable names. Marcus Williams,
Marcus
he's
Akeem
Williams
Hicks
is a
is a
dominant
beast,
too.
bro.
yeah.
Akeem Hicks is a beast.
Oh yeah, Keem Hicks.
Yo, he is a beast. Well, you put him next to Hargraves, Fletcher, and all them. They got that rotation going on. Oh my
Ooh,
And you
God,
got Milton Williams too.
Milton
Milton Williams too.
Williams.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
gonna be a
That's
Milton
bad day
Williams.
for offensive
I
linemen,
I'm
bro.
calling this right now, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Milton Williams is gonna be the perfect replacement for Fletcher Cox, and he gonna fill his shoes perfectly.
I completely agree.
Whenever it's time for Fletcher Cox to go, bro, Milton Williams gonna step right in and be
You
just
literally
fine, bro.
could put Milton Williams on every position on that
Seeing
defensive
how
line.
we can take chances
Hmm.
on an elite receiver and not just take an easy money rookie from the draft. I agree with you on that. Like
I'm
we
still drafting a receiver though. Even if I take a free agent, I'm still drafting a receiver, bro. I'm still drafting one because we got two we need to replace. To be honest, we gotta replace Rager and Arthega Whiteside. So
I don't feel
I'm
like that
still
though,
taking one.
because I feel like Quez gonna replace one of them, and then we just get another one to put next to Quez and Devontae.
Facts. I agree.
And I feel like too. I think if we're gonna draft the receiver, if we get a receiver free agency, then I'm waiting to draft the receiver to the later rounds, like we did with
Yeah,
Quez.
probably later rounds. Not
Yeah,
nothing high. Probably
like we
later rounds.
draft like a what's that dude out of Justin Ross out of Clemson in like the 4th round or something. I forget
That's
what
gonna
we
be a
got.
steal. Him and John Mechie, David
John
Bell,
Mitchell,
that's a steal too. David Bell, I love him
David
from
Bell.
Purdue. That
Mhm.
dude's a dog.
Bro,
He
I
was
was saying before Jamison Williams got hurt, I was thinking about I wanted to go after him, bro. He
Him
really is
too,
electric.
and
He is electric, bro.
he been in the same receiver room with Devontae and them, so they already got that. They already know each other. He'd be able to fit right in.
I
Mhm.
got him. I got him over Mechie for real. I like him better than
I might
Mechie.
have him over Mechie too.
Yeah, if we get Devontae Adams, Jalen Hurts still wouldn't see him on the field. Nah. I don't care. I don't care who you is, bro. I'm sorry, bro. As soon as Devontae Adams gets here, he already, bro. Devontae Smith, that's like your 1A, 2, 3 like option right there. Because
Bro, if you
first
don't throw
option
the
as
ball
soon as
to
you get off that
Devontae
read,
Adams,
Devontae
if
Adams.
you don't throw the ball to Devontae Adams, bro, you cut.
I'm throwing
You
it to
cut,
him every single drive. I
cut,
want
bro,
him to touch the
cut.
ball every single drive.
If we get Devontae Adams, this is how our offensive target should look like. Devontae Adams, Devontae Smith, running backs, then Dallas Goddard, bro. Devontae Adams in this offense, bro. Without other than the run game, he got to be the number one priority.
And then you could switch it here and there and be like Devontae Adams, then Dallas Goddard, and then Smith. Add Smith in there as well. Like,
Bro,
oh, we
we
could
can
do
have
so
we can
much with that
if
offense.
Devontae Adams come here, him and Smith, I think gonna get 1,000 yards. Cause you think the attention
Yeah.
Adams gonna bring, and he gonna get
Mhm.
Smith more one on ones.
I completely agree. So we kind of already went deep on this earlier with Jalen Hurts, but so we already know how we feel about Jalen Hurts, like as of this moment, and like how we fell on him after this season. But what do you think he needs to work on entirely, like this offseason? What do you think he needs to add like a base on and touch on this entire offseason?
Trusting his arm. Um,
Yeah.
trusting his arm. I think is a big thing. Going through your reads correctly and not escaping the pocket too early. I think that's the three biggest things. I feel like if he did all those things right this year, then we would have been way better off than what we were. But like, unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So now he got to go and fix those three things. So I think that's what he got to fix.
For me, it's basically the same thing. It's field vision. I mean, trusting the throw when he there. I mean, throw your wide receivers open, bro. It's like that's what great quarterbacks in this league do. The windows is not gonna be there all the time. You're gonna have the slightest window. You gotta learn how to fit that pass in there. And then you gotta learn, he gotta learn touch. Jalen Hurts don't got touch at this point in his career. Everything is either a beam or a floater. You got to know when you got to take a little bit off. You got to put a little bit on. Stuff like that. It's really like subtle things. He just got to trust himself more. I think that's what it is because there was a lot of times the throws was there and he threw it late or he didn't throw it at all because he didn't trust the throw or he either didn't trust he could get the throw there. So I mean, he gotta have more confidence in himself, man. That's little stuff. Hopefully he get that. I mean, figured out in the off season, and I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he come back ready to rock because I'm ready to rock with him. Like,
Yes, sir.
Me too. Like we all want to see him succeed. Like we can be hard on him, of course, but you have to be hard on quarterbacks when you know they ain't playing good from just the eye test. We're all human beings here. We know Jalen Hurts is a human being, but as a quarterback, this is what you get paid to do. That's your priority to get better every single season. And if he's not doing the little stuff to work on and get better at, then this guy is not my franchise quarterback. Now, of course, he wants to go get it. He has that winner's mentality. He wants to go get it. He's been said that. You could tell from his swagger, his leadership, the skills that he brings to the table. He wants to compete. He wants to get better every single season. But if he can't do it on the field where you're getting paid, then what's the point of you being here if you're not going to do the little things? That's just my thing with him. Where you're hiding says precision is the main thing he needs to work on. I agree. When he has receivers that will try for him, he will trust his arm more. I'm telling you. Rager, yes. Watkins and Devontae Smith. He, I don't know. Watkins, he's still a 3 or 2 to me on like a really good team. He's a 4, but Watkins, he needs to start trusting more because Watkins wins most of his one-on-one matchups. I'm impressed with him as far as what he had to work with. Yeah, I can
bro,
see
what did he have to work with though? That's what I keep saying. A lot of that was self inflicted. You get me? A lot. It ain't like these receivers was just out here trash. Like he had Freddie Mitchell and all them dudes like that. The weapons he had wasn't that bad. You got a top 5 tight end, one of the best rookie receivers. You got a speedster. Rager was ass. I ain't gonna lie about that. Rager was ass, but he had a lot to work with. He had backs that could catch out of the backfield, everything. He wasn't just. They didn't just. Who can I say? they didn't just they didn't just throw him into the fire with nothing to work with. He had he had average receivers. They not the best, they not the worst. He wasn't stuck out here with dudes that should be working at Walmart, bro. That's why I
Mm,
keep saying that. Like people keep saying, "Oh, look what he had to work with." What did he have to work with? It was regular wide receiver, regular offense. One of the best offensive lines in the game. Miles Sanders, if you use him correctly, he's a top 10 back in this league, bro. It's like, stop saying that. Why y'all keep saying that? That's just more room for excuses.
And he
It's
had the
just
number one
excuses.
rush offense. He had the number one rush offense in the
Yeah.
NFL.
Like, what did he have to work with that was so bad?
See, Miles Sanders, Rock, you know I'm hard on Miles. Like I love him to death. That's another guy I'm hard on. See, it's like for me and Jalen Williams, he was here earlier. Me and him can agree on this. It's differences between a guy like Miles Sanders and a guy like Derrick Henry and a Delvin Cook. Derrick Henry and Delvin Cook are just really freaking good backs. They are just really good at what they do. Miles Sanders, he's a RB1. It's just that he's a really good scheme fit for us. And I don't want that. I want to say where like I can hand the ball off to him and I know I'm just getting 10 yards of burst every single time he gets it,
But see,
even with a bad offensive line, even with bad things there for him.
I
I
feel
want to
like
say that for Miles. Go ahead.
I got a slight issue with that because I mean I'm a big Miles Sanders guy. But
Yeah.
at the same time, if we got a running back that's just a scheme fit and we having a number one rush offense every single like this every year, then I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, of course,
I
I
mean,
would
our
love
offensive line
that.
creates holes anyway, so we don't necessarily need a Derrick Henry to carry our old line because we already have an old line who can hold their own. So I feel like
We're back in the NFL, not a scheme fit though.
yeah, that's
You
like
got
Derrick Henry. His team is built around Derrick Henry's his
yeah,
team
the
is built
team
around
built
him.
around him. That's a scheme fit.
Yeah,
We
I
throw
mean,
the
like
word out there, but at the end of the day, everybody is in a scheme fit.
yeah, that's why
Everybody.
they or and if they not a scheme fit, they make you fit in the scheme.
Yeah, they make
Either
you
way,
fit in the
flip the
scheme.
coin.
Everybody has
The
a scheme.
Niners,
The
the
thing is
San
with
Francisco
football players,
49ers are really good at that.
I feel like
They
when it
have
comes to
scheme
like a
fits.
quote scheme fit, every successful team scheme fits. But the
Right.
thing is with players is that are they game changers? And that's the thing. Yeah, we might not have Miles Sanders, and I think Miles Sanders is a game changer, but
Miles Sanders is definitely a game changer.
some
Definitely.
people like the 49ers, their running back group, they don't have game changers there, but they got scheme fits. And that's why
Game fit.
everybody's a scheme fit. But the difference between great players and just good players is that great players are game changers. Good players are just good players that fit the scheme. So that's just really the
Mhm.
difference in football is the scheme fits are just they're good players as well. But you just have game changers. And I feel like we don't need that type of running back, even though I think Miles Sanders can be that guy. But even you see Jordan Howard, you see Kenneth Gainwell and Boston Scott who can succeed, who are not necessarily game changers because we have a good running back O line. So I mean, I really
Mhm.
don't think we like need a Derrick Henry or a Dalvin Cook because I mean I feel like we just don't need that, man. Our rush, we had the number one rushing offense for a reason. Our offensive line is one of the best rushing offensive lines in the league for a reason, and I feel like we need to stick with that.
I agree.
Gainwell, bro. I love Gainwell because I think he has like top 10 potential. Like we all love that guy. Like Gainwell, Kenny G, he's definitely gonna be one of the players that we're gonna love for like to have in this offense for the next couple of years because he's a guy that can literally do it all. Receive, run downhill. For a guy his size, he has great power to him. So it's I think he has a good future with us. But for me, what hurts, I think he needs to work on scanning the field, his accuracy on the deep ball, and his pocket awareness and just trusting his receivers, as MG said. That's the only things I think he needs to work on this offseason. His accuracy, I don't think it's like horrible. It's just not good on the deep ball. But go ahead, Rock. What was you saying? Yeah, he cut out there. Oh my bad. I think he cut out. But um in the front, and I think he's about to come back. But if
Hmm
the front office gets rid of Gardner Minshew, should the
hmm
Eagles bring in a quarterback with the same capabilities as Jalen Hurts to compete with him, like a Marcus Mariota or a Tyrod Taylor who kind of plays a little bit like him. Um, do you think they should?
Um, I mean, I don't think it's necessary. I mean, if you want to, if the front office or the coaching staff feels like that Hurts need a little bit of competition, then sure. But I don't feel like it's necessary. I feel like Hurts got all the motivation you need. You lost, you got first rounded, you got embarrassed in the playoffs. What more competition or motivation does he need? I don't think it's necessary, but I mean, if they feel like it, sure. But it's not necessary to get a backup, and when we already got enough motivation for Hurts to improve his game, I don't think it's really that necessary.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But Rock, the question was, if the front office gets rid of Minshew, should they bring in a quarterback with the same capabilities as Jalen Hurts to compete with them? If like a guy like Marcus Mariota or Tyrod Taylor, if Minshew leaves, but if he stays, I would love that too, as Bill points out. But what are you thinking?
I mean, bringing a guy to push him. That's what we talking about, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
basically, yeah.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a little competition. It's like, I mean, you feel like you that guy, show us you that guy. You lose your job to somebody that come in, that's on you. It's like, it's not, I felt the same way with Winston Hurts. If we drafted Hurts, what, second round, high second round? Now,
Hmm.
Mhm.
you let this kid come in there and take your job, that's on you. At the end of the day, this is a business. Um, I'm bringing in whoever I feel like I need to bring in to push this dude to be great. And if he can't, we could throw him in and still have a good football team. So yeah, Jalen Hurts gonna have to bring his big boy pants if that happens. So I'm not opposed to it at all.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. I
It
mean, like I
doesn't
said,
hurt to
we
get someone
can. I
else.
mean, it's
But
not like the top need, but I mean, it is. It really, honestly, that does not really matter. I feel like either way, Hurts gonna be motivated because we got first rounded. I feel like if we
mhm.
do, then yeah, come show us that you the guy. But if not, then that's cool too. Show
Yeah,
us
that's
you
cool with
improved.
me either way, man.
Yeah.
It ain't no damn Packers stream, bro. It's the Eagles stream. I'll probably drop the link for the basketball talk, but as of right now, we just talking about some Eagles. But for me, I would do it. And the only reason I would do it is because, as one Trey Rock said, I wouldn't mind a guy that can compete with Jalen Hurts just to get him better. Ain't nothing
Hmm.
wrong with just trying to get you better. Like, there's really nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But you already have motivation, as MG said, because we lost in the first round. We literally got. We got smacked around for 4 quarters. We got smacked around for 60 minutes by the Buccaneers. But we still need to get a quarterback that can push him, just like Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota really isn't that bad. Mitchell Trubisky, I don't think he's bad. It's just that he's not a like I guess he's a fringe starting quarterback. He's not really that good. It's just that the situation he was in with the Chicago Bears at one point made him look worse than he actually is. Like he
Hmm.
has some capabilities there. He has rushing attack. He has that solid arm presence. He's not the best thrower in the game, but he's not also the worst thrower in the game. Like he has something there. I think you can work with him in this offense, and he could definitely make Hurts a little bit better. Will he come here? Probably not. It's most likely he'll go to the Giants if Brian Daboll goes to the Giants. Then he'll compete with Jones.
That
But
dude
personally,
trash, big play.
I would love
Oh,
him to come
Trubisky.
out here.
Yeah, that dude trash.
Trubisky. I
Yeah,
mean,
he trash. It's just like he ain't. Bro, people put so much like blame on him. Like that team, it got worse and worse every year when he left. Like,
Matt Nagy trash.
yeah,
Trubisky ain't that good either. That Bear situation was just a
Yeah,
dumpster
Nagy
fire.
was trash though.
I'm glad he got fired because Jesus, man.
yeah. He said we literally got. Yeah, Hayden, just say in the chat. You do have like two like paragraphs or three paragraphs you could say in the chat. Like you could put it in like levels. I guess I don't know. But I don't want to do a mock draft because I think that'll just escalate a little too long. But what do you guys feel the Eagles should do in specifically the first round? In the first round only, MG.
The first round replace. So we got three first round
Yeah,
picks. Replace Brooks. Get a linebacker. Get a sure linebacker, and get a secondary piece. Whether it's a corner two or safety. Or
Mhm.
that's what I think.
What about you, Rock? You wait. You were saying something else? MG, my
Nah, I
bad. I
said if we
didn't.
do that, I think we'd be good.
Mhm.
I feel like I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like we should double up on linebacker. Um,
Hmm.
um, maybe the 1 and the 3, and then we could slide like a defensive end in, or
Mhm.
or a corner or something like that. But I feel like we should double down on linebacker this year. We should bring as many in as we can. I'm not even gonna lie. You're gonna find a gem somewhere. It's like we didn't miss so much on linebacker. It don't make no.
You cut out, Rock.
But yeah, I kind of agree. We did miss a lot on linebacker in
We
the
missed
past.
a lot on linebacker. Well, we had a stud, Jordan Hicks, but I
Yeah.
mean he couldn't stay healthy for us, so we let him walk. But I feel like we should go all defense in these top 3 picks. Maybe even the fourth one too, because we need a lot of young talent on this defense, man. We getting older and older as the years go. So I'm going defensive heavy this draft. Period.
I
Mhm.
can
I
agree with
agree.
that.
Double down like J. Cole on them linebackers. We need a pass rush. Yeah, for
J.
sure.
Cole is a god.
Yeah. Kendrick Lamar is a god. That's really the goat.
You a Lil
Um,
Durk fan, bro? What you know about linebackers, bro?
um, okay, first thing, Eagles
No,
are
Cole the goat, big play.
yeah,
Cole
for sure.
Cole
Cole the
got me,
goat.
bro.
Oh,
Facts.
Kendrick, like his albums and just like how he like throws on
I
his
Bro,
only
dick.
like one Kendrick album. That's the Good Kid, Mad City one. Other
Good
than that,
Kid,
I
Mad
Yeah,
can't
City.
really.
to Pimp a Butterfly was good though. That one
Yo,
I like
That
that
bro.
one.
joint was trash, bro. I did not like that album. I
Kendrick,
like
I
two
mean
songs off that album.
Cole, bro. Cole is he's a lyrical fucking god, bro. Cole,
Yeah.
Everything he put out fire though.
fact.
Everything.
Yeah, Hayden says, okay, first thing, Eagles are fine at quarterback. Pick up cheap bet if Minshew leaves. Second thing you guys need to do is go after a receiver, Gallup or Williams. Draft 2 linebackers in the draft, and you have your quarterback. Give him time. I agree with that.
Great.
Like my only problem with drafting 2 linebackers in the first round is I think we can get another pass coverage linebacker to fill a hole in the third or second round. The one that I'm looking at, specifically looking at, and Hayden and MG can vouch on this, is Leo Chanel and Damon Clark. Damon Clark, I love him
I
as
like
just
Damon Clark. He a beast, bro.
he's a beast, and I think he's gonna slip because the rise of the quarterbacks. I think he's gonna slip into that second or late to third round. I think that's where he's gonna fall in. And if we get him with maybe let's get a guy like Smoke Monday in the later rounds because I'm a big Auburn fan. If we get him, bro, it's gonna be lights out in the secondary. And that's just
Smoke.
defense alone. We need dogs, and I think Damon Clark is one of those guys that can be dogs for the future. You can get your guy N'Kobe Dean, who's just your you put him on the outside linebacker position. Dude is going after the quarterback like a
You think
Roquan.
the Kobe Dean gonna slip all the way to 15 though? That's a little
I think
steep.
he can. I think he
I
That's a
can,
think
little
bro.
steep.
I think he can. I think Washington is going Malik Willis. He
Yeah,
got
I
that
think.
Josh Allen type potential right there. Malik Willis. I like his arm, bro. Yo, Malik Willis, bro.
So
He a quarterback.
like answer this then.
Hmm.
Who I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but who y'all going up to get? Who y'all
I'm
going
going
up
up
to
to get
get?
Kyle Hamilton.
Kyle
Kyle.
Hamilton, right? I'll go up to get Kyle Hamilton. Y'all going up
Hmm.
to get damn.
Maybe I don't know about. I think
Linderbaum, nah, he's falling. He's falling.
Yeah,
The,
I
the
think he's gonna
NFL
fall.
doesn't value centers in the top 10. They don't do that.
Yeah,
I think he's
I'm
gonna
not
fall.
I
picking the center that high, to be
yeah,
honest.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, but I'll pick Linderbaum at 19.
I think with that first pick, if it's in Howie's mind, I think he will take Linderbaum if Jason Kelsey retires because at that point, everyone's gonna know we're gonna draft Linderbaum because if he slips to what 15, 16, or even 19, bro, we know we're taking Linderbaum with one of those picks. It does not matter which pick. Howie Roseman, if he knows Jason Kelsey isn't on this team anymore, and he can get a guy like plays kind of like Jason Kelsey, or maybe even Travis Frederick, then you have to go get him because he's a surefire top 10 pick right now. I think he's definitely a top 10 type of talent. He just doesn't get as much love because he's not a flashy player. He's a center. People don't like that in the NFL. They like this flashiness with receivers, quarterbacks. It does not matter. Defensive end, those are like those key positions.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what about Aiden Hutchinson? I would trade up for him. I'm just not trading my entire like future.
I'm not trading up for him because he's a top 5 draft pick. That's a little steep.
You're giving up the farm for that.
You giving up.
He might be number 1 overall. You never know. I'm not trading up for that, bro.
Go ahead, MG.
Hutchinson, I'm not trading 2 first-round picks to trade up for Hutchinson. I'll wait. I'll wait for another little edge rusher, get a gym in the later rounds.
Like this draft is stocked with defensive players. You don't gotta go up and try to get the best ones. It's talent all over this draft.
I think safety might be the weakest, and that's crazy because safety got a couple of good guys too. But safeties out of the defensive side of the ball, safeties is the weakest. So I would trade up for Hamilton.
Yeah,
Hamilton is generational talent. That's what you need on your defense.
Monday, bro. Smoke Monday is a hard hitter, bro. If we got him on this team, but I'm buying his jersey immediately, dog. I'm changing my name to Big Play Smoke Monday.
I'm drafting him just because his name's Smoke.
Yeah, bro.
That means he be killing people.
Bro. The way he hits and like the way he hits on like film and stuff is ridiculous, bro. Let someone watch his tape. That dude hits very hard. I wouldn't mind him as our strong safety behind McLeod, or he could be our free safety for a couple of years. Let him develop, because I know he's better than Kayvon Wallace.
Kayvon Wallace, bro. I be wanting to give dudes so many chances. I can't anymore, bro.
He disappointment. He a disappointment, bro. It's like I expected so much out of Kayvon coming out of college.
Facts, bro.
Because most of the players we take is the players that don't have the confidence in themselves. They don't have the self-belief. So when we get a guy like Jalen Reagor, it looks like it's a flashy pick because he has the speed, he has all these traits. For someone his size, he was catching a lot of 50-50 balls, but he don't have the confidence in himself to play in a city like Philadelphia because the fans are just so, I wouldn't say negative, but they're just so hard on him. And he can't.
They broke him down, bro. They broke him down.
Yeah.
We did the same to Nelson Aguilar.
Yep.
Smoke Monday, Storm Duck, Sauce Gardner, Bendover, Carson, Wells.
I like Sauce Gardner.
I like Sauce Gardner too. He a dog,
too.
Bro.
That's my dog.
Yeah, Sauce Gardner. He nice, bro. He locked up the entire sector, like that entire receiving core of Alabama when he had the chance to go up against them. Like when he had those one-on-ones for like a short period of time with what's the number 1 receiver then?
Jalen Williams.
For Williams. When he was there, like he was shadowing him just a little bit. He was locking him down for a good solid minute. But once he got off of him, then he started doing his dirty work.
I like the corner from Cincinnati too.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
I like him. He physical dude. I like him.
By the way, RIP Kobe Bryant. Today was January 26th, 2 years ago. He died on this day, so RIP Kobe.
RIP Kobe, man.
Yes, the
Mamba.
The Mamba.
Yeah, that's a whole stream for Kobe, man. He to go. But for
the
me,
crazy part is, let's get into Kobe just a little bit.
I
hated Kobe. I ain't even gonna lie. I hated Kobe because when he beat my Sixers in 01, bro, I was so hurt. Hurt, bro. Because AR literally was carrying that basketball team by itself. Like, he put that whole team on his shoulders, carried them all to the championship. I thought we was going to win the chip that year. I ain't even going to lie. We won that first game. I'm like, I'm hyped. They blow us out 4 straight games after that. I was pissed, bro.
That that Sixers team was like probably the only team in the NBA that can compete with the Lakers. Well, I wasn't alive back then, but that was like really the only team that could compete with them. I guess you could
It
throw
was
in the
only
Kings,
because of
but that
AI,
was
bro.
like 02. But go ahead. What were you saying, MD?
I said that was only because of AI. That's the only reason why we was
Yeah,
undefeated. But
AI.
I mean,
But
AI was the killer. But man, I feel if we got a real second star around in that series, we would have won that finals, bro.
for sure, like if they had a second star, it would have been more competitive for sure. It would have went to 7. But
Yeah.
if you just have AI by himself against Shaq and Kobe, what you gonna think is gonna happen? Sweep.
Like
That's
Matumbo
not even
was
fair.
washed, bro. Like,
Like that ain't even fair. But for me, what I think the Eagles should do in the first round, I think they should get Linderbaum with one of those pixie feet balls if Kelsey retires. But if Kelsey stays, you don't take Linderbaum. By that point, you
mhm.
take George Karlaftis if he falls or David Ajabo.
Give
I
it a
could
job, or
say,
dog.
yeah, Ajabo. He probably is a product of Aiden Hutchinson because any player that plays with a guy like Aiden Hutchinson, they just gonna, of course, they're gonna look good. But Ajabo, N'Kobe Dean, Devin Lloyd, uh, Sauce Gardner, Daxon Hill from Michigan. I like him a
Hmm.
lot. He's solid. And Traylon Burks. That's really the guys that I'm looking at right now. And Sauce Gardner, Kyra Elam. Those
Yeah.
are the guys that I'm looking at.
Hmm.
But what do you guys? And this is a Sixers question. We get into our first NBA
Let's
topic.
go.
So my guy MG, bro, he been going live every single day for these Sixers games, bro. Y'all gotta stop by and check my guy out. Um, Whenever I have the time, I'm always in there talking my smack about my Lakers. But um, what do you guys like? What have you guys thought about the Sixers this season so far? And of course, Ben Simmons hasn't been playing, but what do you
Hmm.
guys think so far about the Sixers season? Starting off with my guy MG, what you think?
The Sixers. I mean, we six in the Eastern Conference, but it's a 2 game gap between the first and the sixth seed in the East. So anything can happen there. Embiid is that guy, bro. Like, I mean, stop playing with him. Don't. Embiid is the guy, bro. He is the guy, and he's probably the MVP. He's carrying this team right now. No Ben Simmons, because he want to do whatever he want to do, and pussyfoot his way out of here. But Embiid is just a guy, man. I mean, he can do it all at 7'2", 280. He can do it all, bro. He can post up. He can shoot the ball. He can do whatever you want, bro. Shoot the mid range. He can bring the ball up. He can play all NBA defense. Dude is a generational talent, bro. One of the best Sixer players of all time, and his career not even done yet. He's breaking these records from these greats, bro. This man is a walking double double, bro. He's averaging 29 points at the center position. Like, the dude is godly, bro. When Curry come back and he healthy, he gonna put up some points for us from the 3-point line. Maxi improved a lot this year, um, averaging up to 16 a game now. Like, I just think we one piece away. Really, I think we one guy away. Once we see who we get for Simmons, that's really when we gonna see this team compete for championships and stuff. I think we one piece away, and that piece is gonna have to come from the Ben Simmons trade. So honestly, once we get that done, I think we're gonna be in business, man. Joel is playing the best he's ever had in his career. Dude is just going off, unguardable at the center position, and I'm just excited to see where this team can go. But we got to give him that last piece, bro. And once we do that, we be set, man.
So I gotta. Well, before I get to you, Rock, but are like, because I haven't like looked too much at the Pacers and what they're doing. Are they like really set on like going in a rebuild? Because I know they trying to like, contend, but also at the same time try to build for the future. Do they want to like get rid of Karis LeVert? Because like I don't see him staying for like another couple of years, and that's a guy you could put next to with the Sixers instantly, and that can help you a lot. That's not really that much of a start, but he's still a good player that can go next to Embiid.
If they
Like
want to
I
trade us
think
for Karis LeVert, I'll take it. I mean,
that will
that
work
gives us
instantly.
another scoring option, next to Embiid and Harris. So I'll take it if they willing to do that.
What do you think, Rob?
Um, I feel like in this trade, if this trade ever happens, the dudes I'm targeting is either Shea Gilgeous-Alexander or is I'm going after De'Aaron Fox. Those are two dudes. You know how dangerous this Sixers offense would be if
Hmm.
you got a slashing Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, a slashing De'Aaron Fox. Now you got Seth on the wing, and B can hit the three. It opens up so much for this offense. Tobias Harris probably will go off a little bit more. So I'm going at. We need I love Maxi, but we need a true star point guard. Like Maxi could be the dude, 6 man, come off the bench, give you that energy right now in his career. But I don't feel like he's a bona fide starter at this point. So
Hmm.
we need
Hmm.
like we need a star at the point guard position to pair with Embiid. I'll even take James Harden. I'm not even gonna lie. I'll take a
Hmm.
James Harden because I feel like that'd be dangerous. James Harden and Embiid. Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah.
But as far as the state of the Philadelphia 76ers right now, um, I feel like we getting by right now. I mean, we just getting by. And be carrying this basketball team. We need a couple more dudes to step up to where he doesn't have to have this load on his shoulders too much. But I mean, at this point, I feel like we getting by. We're not horrible, and we're not one of those great teams in the East right now either. We solid. We a solid, steady team, just trying to build and improve. And I mean, it ain't really too much we could do. We got this Ben Simmons thing hanging over us right now. Until they trade this dude, we're not going to be able to be the team that we need to be. So, I mean, I feel like the 76ers up they doing great right now for what they got.
I agree with that. Now, yeah, we obviously know we're winning tomorrow. The Lakers were
Oh
beating
man,
y'all.
Oh,
come
come
on,
on,
We're
man.
bro.
beating
Get
y'all.
out
It
of
don't
here,
even
bro.
matter, bro. We don't even gotta look at the game knowing we're beating y'all. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. We got our own issues over here in LA. Um, Yesterday, I mean, we did beat the Brooklyn Nets, but we should have beaten them by way more.
Bro, they had
They
no
don't have
Kyrie or
Harden.
KD.
They don't have Harden or Kyrie. Like, this team, this Lakers team, isn't really that good because we can't even beat teams with one star. And once we like teams like the Sixers get another star, they're gonna be blowing us out. Like, we need to get younger. That's one thing we need to work on. Look at the fact that we have Austin Reeves and THT, and we barely use them. We barely use THC or Austin Reeves. I think if you elevate these guys into friend starters and keep building on the future of this Lakers team, we could be so much better. We just focus on too much on contending. We have to get by like the first little things on improvement to have a team that could be here for like a really long time. Look at Kobe and Shaq; they were young with us. But
Hmm.
what like who was your MVP been for the NFL this year?
Tom
For
Brady.
the NFL, Tom Brady. Okay, I like that.
I think it's Brady because when you look at it, not only is he having the best statistical season this year out of any quarterback, but also he's doing it at such a he was doing it at such a high age, and the fact that he carrying this team without AB, without Godwin at the end of the year, still being able to win a couple of games, um, and being the best quarterback statistically in the league at this age is just amazing. And he's been he literally came to Tampa Bay, made them a contender. Tampa Bay was just they was just an average team under Jameis Winston. They had a couple of good players, but they was just an average team. He made them a contender, and now he leading the league in all main statistical categories. And his IQ of the game is insane, and he keep doing it, man. Brady every year, man. I know he didn't get it done last week, but as far as he doing 40 plus tutties and not turning the ball over in key situations this year, being the best quarterback in the league at the age of 44, he is my MVP.
What about you, Rock?
I'm going Aaron Rodgers.
I like that.
I gotta give it to Aaron Rodgers, bro. He's been just consistent every year. It's like his team had the best record in the NFL. Um, I know they lost; it was bad, but as far as season wise, statistically, the dude just steady as hell. It's like it's steady. He's steady as hell. Every year he's getting Devontae Parker. I mean Devontae Adams double digit goddamn touchdowns, bro. It's like the dude. I'm giving it to Aaron Rodgers just based on they had the best record, and I feel like he's the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
Hmm. I agree with not your average sports kid. If it wasn't quarterbacks and they gave it to like most valuable player for their team and the
TJ
players that
TJ Watt would
like
have got it
literally
for me.
help their team, it would be one Debo, Cooper Cup, and Jonathan Taylor. Those will be your top three candidates for MVP. But it's such a quarterback driven league to where what they only can give it to quarterbacks because look at a couple years ago. Devin White played lights out in the Super Bowl to help the Chiefs to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And they gave it to Brady, even though Brady didn't really even do that good. Bro, Gronk had 2 touchdowns in that game, and they still gave it to Brady. I would have given it to Devin White. Devin White had what 2 interceptions in that game, 1 interception. He had a ton of tackles. He had a sack on Mahomes. He was in Mahomes' face that entire game. It's such a quarterback-driven league, where they have to give it to the quarterback, and it's I don't know why, but it's just that way. So I'm gonna say Tom Brady. I think they're gonna give it to Brady. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Rodgers, but personally, I don't think they're gonna give it to Rodgers. 46-year-old Tom Brady, 45-year-old Tom Brady, they're giving it to him.
Hmm.
And who is your NBA MVP? We're gonna start off with you, MG. I mean, I kind of already know what
Hold
you're
on,
gonna say.
before you get into that, Slay.
I already know
Um,
what you're gonna say.
could it be possible that it's not an offensive player for MVP? Because if it's not, I'm giving it to TJ Watt, bro.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
dude
for
had
sure.
what 21 and a half sacks this year. That's
23, 23.
that 23. That's amazing, bro. Amazing. I feel like they should give it to TJ Watt, to be honest. I
Yeah.
scratch all the defensive stuff and all that. I'm giving him MVP. 23 sacks? That's unheard of.
Even with good offensive lines, he still beats them. Like it don't
Bro.
matter if the best left tackle is in the game. Like if it was Trent Williams versus T.J. Watt still can beat him. Like on certain plays, it's like players like Nick Bosa, T.J. Watt, Miles Garrett. They just have that ed factor to them that certain players just don't have at their positions, and that's one of the reasons they don't get looked at because they play on the defensive side. Um, so yeah, I agree with you on that. But NBA MVP, I mean, y'all are Sixers fans. This should be pretty easy for you guys. But MG, who should win NBA MVP?
It's Embiid, bro. And even if I wasn't a Sixers fan, I might still have to say Embiid because when you look what he's doing, I mean, this dude, like I said, is a big man, and he's going out here carrying this team. I mean, without Embiid, this team might not be in the playoffs, bro. And he's doing it, averaging 29 a game right now, playing at an all star at a MVP level. Like I can't believe that a guy at 7'2", 280 pounds, who can do everything. Dude can bring up the ball. Dude can shoot the three, shoot the mid range, post you up. He got footwork. Like his footwork is just insane. And I never thought that a 7 footer had that type of capability, but Embiid just has that. And he can give it to you on the defensive side of the ball, which not a lot of people can do that. Play both sides of the ball on consistent level, especially this age of the NBA where it's so offensive driven. It's hard to defend, but Embiid can do that as well when he needs to. He's a very clutch defender. He gets a lot of blocks in the third and fourth quarter when he needs to. It changes the momentum of the game. I just think with all his abilities, averaging 29 a game, great efficiency, I just think he has to be the MVP right now.
Hmm. Jokic won an MVP before, right?
Yeah,
We won it last year.
last
Last
year.
year, right? So look at these stats, and this is without Murray. And last year and this year, this is without Ben Simmons. I'm pretty sure, and I'm looking at the stats right here. Joel Embiid has more points. He has more field. I think he has a better field goal percentage. Less rebounds, I think, because it's still like early to go in the season. He has less assists. So I mean, there's still a more season to go. But either way, Joel Embiid is still better than Nikola Jokic. I think that argument right now they could just lay that down. This is without Ben Simmons, and this goes to prove why Embiid has been one of the most slept on top 10 players in the NBA. He averages so much points for someone his weight. Imagine if he was LeBron's weight, carrying like lesser weight, and he could do more of the same things that LeBron can do, even with all that weight on him and his size. Like this dude is so good. This is exactly what you call a dominant big man. I wouldn't say he's Shaq, but he has that Shaq-esque type of play with him.
Right.
But you go ahead. Who's your NBA MVP?
You already know who I'm picking.
MVP.
I ain't even gonna get into it all crazy because Nas just said everything for real. That dude is an animal, bro. He an animal. 7-foot monster. So I mean, like he said, I never seen nothing like this. And even last year, I feel like Embiid should have won it last year. He just missed I think he missed like a 10-game stretch, and that put Jokic over top of him. Only way the Embiid not gonna win this is health. So I mean, that's my MVP. He my MVP every year. Like dude is just different.
For me, I'm sorry, bro. I think DeMar DeRozan deserves an MVP.
What?
I think
He said
he's
DeMar
so.
DeRozan.
Bro, one of my best friends is a DeMar DeRozan fan. I have to give DeMar DeRozan some love.
Oh my
He
God.
puts up good numbers. Like he puts up good numbers. He has a 49.5 field goal percentage. He averages 5 rebounds per game, 4.6 assists. I think he's a solid player, and I don't think he gets enough love because I mean, he's like top 15. He's a valuable player for his team, though. Like, I think he's underrated. He never gets the love that he deserves. Because people don't think about him when it comes to top 5 players. They always think about LeBron, and then you look at your KDs of the world, your Hardens of the world, Kawhis of the world. You don't think about a guy like DeRozan. So that's why they don't put him in the damn top 5.
Leave it to the goddamn
but
big play to say some off the wall type stuff.
I gotta see. I agree that DeRozan's underrated, but I got guys like Giannis over him in the MVP. I got guys like Jokic over him in the MVP.
Steph Curry.
Curry, even though he's
been slacking though. Curry been slacking
a little, but still, bro. I don't know, bro. DeRozan, bro. John Morant might be over him too in the MVP.
Yeah, Ja been going crazy, bro. He kills us every game. Like anytime we play him, he just straight up kills us. Like that dude. I told people this when Ja came out of the draft. People give all that love to Zion coming out of the draft. He's carrying 300 pounds on him, and he's steady eating a shitload of food. Like he always eating food, bro. Like this dude, they should not put him in the Bayou. Like they should not put him in New Orleans because New Orleans got some damn good food, and that dude just grubbing on that food, bro. You can see it. So I think like they don't give him enough love. And coming out of college, like you would think a guy like Zion's better because all that damn dunking. But Ja still got shooting. He's getting consistent with it now. He's a great dunker, a good assist guy. Like he's a good player for his team, and he can elevate anyone on his team.
Ja Morant different, bro.
Yeah, and he's not like Russell Westbrook. I just need to throw that out there. He's not like Westbrook.
Yeah, he's not as bad as Russell Westbrook.
That's your man's, bro.
No, bro, that's not my guy, bro. Austin Reeves is my guy. THC, my guy. I don't know who Westbrook is. I don't know
that's your man's.
Westbrook's your dude, bro. That's your point guard. That's your homie, bro.
Oh, Bron, my point guard, Bron. But yeah, this was a good 2 hours and I guess 30 minutes. But before we get off here, Westbrook, as B Hub says, man, you a Celtics fan. You got Jason Tatum trying to be like, damn, Kobe, I'm playing. But MG, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me on YouTube at Hawkins Sports with MG Nas. Some Eagles and Sixers stuff going on around there. I do a lot of live streams, so you can talk to me in the live chat. I read almost every comment, and for future collabs and all that stuff on Eagles content, y'all can check that out.
What about you, One Tre Roc?
I mean, you can find me anywhere. Just type in One Tre Roc, bro. Like, hit me up on BGN Network. 1/4 of the Birds of Broad Street, 1/2 of Birds on the Line. and then I just do my own thing on the side. You ever want to collab? Just hit me up, man. I'm always around.
These are my guys, man. They put out great content. One Tre Roc, he is one of the realest people I know in the YouTube community. And then
Fact.
MG, he gives you that great knowledge. We around the same age too. Like this dude knows what he's talking about. MG knows everything he's talking about in like basketball and football. So go subscribe to these guys. But yeah, this was a fun 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'ma take care. Y'all have a good night, and your boy is out. Y'all stay safe and y'all stay blessed. And the Cowboys, y'all know Stephen A. Smith wrote about them. Peace.
Cowboys, bro.